Okay, we're good.
We are good. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Horsin Around, a Friendship is Magic retrospective podcast. I'm your host, Pearl. This is my lovely co host.
Hello, my name is V. Today's best pony is Soul Bad Guy.
I. This so Arc the Arc World
It's
Tour
so
Arc World Tour just happened. I am going into this thinking about fighting games and not horses.
yeah. Yeah, we're really fucked up over here, to be honest with you, because we're both thinking about fighting games and we haven't had a chance to talk about it amongst ourselves yet. And so I know you usually watch the episodes like the night before, right?
Yes.
I usually watch them the morning that I wake up. Like I set it like every other Sunday, I set an alarm for like 9 o'clock in the morning. I get up, I watch the episodes, I take my notes, I scroll Equestria Daily like an idiot. And then by the time I'm done with that is like 2 hours 90 minutes before we start the show, and then I can get breakfast, like whatever the fuck. I Because I knew that the Arc World Tour stuff was happening. I chose to watch the episodes last night after we finished AAA. And so they're not like, this is the first time that I haven't watched episodes like right before we started, because I intended to wake up this morning and watch the Arc World Tour announcements live, and then I slept through my alarm anyway. But then I spent the entire morning like consumed by that, and so I would have just like not done my job if I did it like now. So that's why we're doing it. That's why I did it last night.
We're not in the right headspace to talk about horses.
No, we'll get there in a minute.
We'll get there in a moment. Okay, small snippet. Do you want to say anything about Arc War Tour?
Yeah, I hope they unnerf Sin, since they're taking away Wild Assault.
They are taking away Wild Assault. They're just removing it from the game and adding a shit called Counter Blitz.
They said, "Hey guys, that shit was our bad. That shit sucked. We spent 2 years trying to fix it. It didn't work. We're just gonna take that shit out."
Counter Blitz looks like Dragon Rush from DBFZ.
But it's only on counter hit.
Yeah, it's like
you get counter hit, counter slowdown. You can just do forward dust to just basically do like a mini super.
It's like you do a counter hit, you rush in and do a combo starter.
But it's not. It's like an auto combo. It's not like, I don't think you like do like a freeform combo. I think it's just like, I think you just do like an auto combo off of it. So I don't even know like if that's like worth doing. I guess it's the same as that. It's like, the thing is that after they nerfed Wild Assault like 16 times, that was the only thing that Wild Assault was really good for. Except for Wild Assault.
They made it too strong, and then they made it too weak, except for certain characters.
Except for Wild Assault, which they never fucking figured out how to make it bad for some reason.
Why wasn't Wild Assault just a universal move instead, but it differed for everybody?
Because that would take too much fucking... I mean, there were like two or three different versions of it. It's just like one of those versions was good and the other two weren't.
Yeah.
And so it just made Gold Lewis really good, specifically. Do you remember when you used to get hard knockdown on fucking wall break off of Wild Assault? That was fucked up.
That was so fucked up. That was fucked up.
That was fucked up. Anyway.
Okay. Horses.
Oh,
I couldn't handle a fighting game. She'd kill herself.
Yeah, that's right.
Horses.
We only have one episode today, technically.
We have one episode. Season 2, episode 25 through 26, A Canterlot Wedding, parts 1 and 2.
These episodes were both written by Megan McCarthy. They both aired on television on April the 21st, 2012. It was apparently a pre-showing on the 14th. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was.
I saw that. There was like
a pre-showing or like a live showing of that. I don't know if that was like a press thing or like for like, I don't know. I have no idea what that was, but it aired on television April the 21st.
As we've discussed, Hasbro went all in on marketing this.
Yeah, and they never did that shit ever again. I don't know. It worked. Like, I think it worked really well. I saw something on Equestria Daily that said that this episode like was like the highest, like the most watched episode or something like that. or it's like the highest rated episode of My Little Pony so far. So it worked.
It's yeah. This is
Go ahead.
this is just a weird. It's weird for me because I watched this 16 years ago, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I did the exact same thing yesterday, and it felt weird.
I think I did watch this live. I can't remember. No, I don't think I did watch this live. I think this is the era that I was still having to watch them on basically tape delay, like on YouTube. I don't remember watching it. Like, I don't really remember the feeling watching this live. I know that I started watching My Little Pony live starting season 3 because I had television when season 3 was airing. And when season 1 and season 2 was airing, I didn't have, because I was living in a dorm at the time, I didn't have like television. So I could only watch it like on the internet. But then I went back home when season 3 started airing, and so I was able to watch it like Saturday mornings on the hub. Which, so starting with Crystal Kingdom, I would have been watching them like live as they were airing. Oh man, you know what? Not next week, but 2 weeks when we start season 3, we get to talk about fucking GAC for half an hour.
GAC!
The fucking GAC commercials on Crystal Kingdom. Classic stuff. Anyway.
Classic. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, before we get to the episode, so this week is a little odd compared to normal. So we only have 2 episodes, so it'll be a little bit shorter. And we didn't. Last time we did a season finale, we did the entirety of like the Equestria Daily read up from when season 1 ended to when season 2 started, and that was kind of a drag for everybody. And so we've elected instead to do a little bit of that today, and then a little bit of that, well, most of it really next episode. We'll have a sort of an interim episode between season 2 and season 3. We can even... No, we won't split it through. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. So this episode may be a little bit shorter than usual. It depends on how much we talk about these episodes in particular. But we only have one plot to talk about, technically.
Yeah. Go ahead, Grand Blast. Tell us about
tell us
about the Spanish dub.
Yeah, please enlighten us. While we wait on that, I guess we'll start the episode here. We'll start with the obvious, right? What the fuck is Twilight's problem?
A lot of things.
Well,
there's
a lot of things about this first scene that are great, right? And it's like, one, Twilight. Nobody told Twilight that her brother was getting married.
I wrote down. You think all of Equestria probably got this news besides Ponyville?
And we're like, her parents didn't call.
Nope.
Her brother didn't call. He doesn't even really excuse himself for that. I was busy. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh yeah, I was busy. I
was busy. Sorry, little sis.
Fucking, the parents didn't call her or nothing. Or Celestia didn't tell her.
Yeah.
2. Actually, this is pretty forgivable. I think it's pretty funny. Twilight doesn't know Cadence's full name.
I mean,
that's pretty funny, right?
Would you know your babysitter's full name?
No, I mean, right? Like that's like the only thing that's excusable in this scenario is like that she wouldn't know that Cadence's full legal name is fucking Miyamori Cadenza.
Yeah,
because she's probably never ever called her that ever. Like no one's probably ever called her that to her face, ever. Because it's stupid. 3. Obviously, we've said this many times already. Twilight never told anybody that she has a brother.
That she had a fucking sibling. Besides Spike.
Spike never said nothing either about this either. He's guilty about this too.
Twilight and Spike said nothing about having an older brother.
About having a fucking brother. Also, Spike and Shining Armor don't interact at all in this episode.
Yeah, they don't.
Fuck this show. Also, Celestia forgot to hire help for the ceremony, and it's decided to sort of elect Twilight's friends for free labor.
The prince is like, all right, can you do this for me? And like, yep, you got it. Unpaid, you got it, princess.
We'll pay and fucking, Yeah, so the main 6 are picnicking or whatever, right? Spike comes running in. Waddling in really because he's fat, and he gets the invitations. My brother is getting married, and everyone's like, "Huh? your
Huh?
brother. And she's like, that's not really the important part right now. They're like, it is the important part. What the hell do you mean you have a brother? You never told anybody. Um, she says, who in the hoof?
Who in the
Which
hoof?
sounds like a swear. Who in the hoof is that? She says. Sounds like a swear word.
Who in the foot?
Who in the... I don't know. Fucking... That's what she said. Um, so Twilight is upset about this because she's, quote, so close to her brother, which is why she's never mentioned him before.
Despite canonically having no friends growing up.
Which we'll retcon later.
Yep.
Which we retcon twice! This is a retcon already, and then we retcon that retcon later, like season 5.
Yeah.
Or 6 or whatever.
That she had no friends.
Yeah, that she had no friends. And then this transitions into a song. Big Brother Best Friend Forever, which is actually the name of the song. I really like everybody likes the song, right? This is like one of the...
There we go.
Oh shit, she's in front of the chat.
She's in front of the chat.
Everybody likes this song, right? BBBFF.
It's a fine song.
It's a fine little song. Yeah, don't put her up there. That's scary. Put her like in the middle under the table. No.
Okay.
Do you know what I noticed about this song, like the visuals of the song that I never noticed until like last night?
Yeah.
In the visuals of the song, there's a part where it shows Twilight and Spike leaving on that chariot in season 1, episode 1 to go to Ponyville, and they wrecked Shining Armor being there.
They retconned him being there.
That didn't fucking happen. He wasn't fucking there.
And you was there too.
And he was there too. Fuck you. I never caught that until right now, that it shows Shining Armor having been there. Like, they have a little teary goodbye when she leaves for Ponyville, which is funny because she was not supposed to be... Like, she wasn't supposed to stay there. She was supposed to be there for, like, a day.
Oh.
Like, she wasn't supposed to, like, stay in Ponyville. You know? That's fucking funny.
Oh.
Yeah, Twilight just doesn't mention important information about her past. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much actually all I have to say about the song. It's very catchy, it's cute. We get a short reprise of it later, and it has weird retcons in it. Basically, basically the point of the song is that Twilight reestablishes that before she came to Ponyville, she did not have any friends except her big brother, who was her friend. But it's like, that doesn't really count because it's like your brother.
Let's see. Shining Armor is voiced by Jose Antonio Macias. Also voices Captain America, Deadpool, Human Torch, and James from Pokemon.
Alright, damn, Jesus.
Chrysalis is voiced by Irina Indigo, who also voices Magic and Dispel from DuckTales. Cadence is voiced by Romina Perro, who voices Cure Black!
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Not fucked up. That's fucking crazy. So anyway,
everyone's excited. They're like, yeah, we're going to Canterlot.
Because Celestia has asked the main 6 to basically be support staff for the biggest wedding of the century.
Yep.
Right? Like Rarity's gonna make the dress. Pinkie Pie will be doing some shit. Applejack will be providing food.
Pinkie Pie was in charge of the after party.
Right. What is Fluttershy? Birds? Music?
She's doing music with birds.
Right. Music, and Rarity will be making the dress for Cadence.
Rainbow Dash is...
Wedding's like tomorrow.
Yeah, the wedding's tomorrow. Also, Rainbow Dash is there to blow up the sky.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Dash is there to do a Sonic Boom. Sonic Rain Boom, yeah. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom!
And Twilight is there to administrate the whole sort of ordeal. Spike is there too.
Can I say something that's been bothering me for 16 years?
Yeah.
Cadence's name is spelled with an A, not an E. It's not correct.
Like, it's spelled C-A-D-A-N?
D-A-N-C-E.
What?
Princess Cadence is spelled C-A-D-A-N-C-E.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm not insane. I'm not insane, it's right. I'm right.
Yeah, it is. What the... I never noticed that. I wrote cadence like the word in my
They
notes.
spell her
I didn't.
name wrong.
They spell her name wrong. Is that supposed to be like a pun, like dance, like he?
Like dance? I don't know.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me go to like, because sometimes the like wiki will tell you. Cadence. Is it because it's short for cadenza?
Her full name is spelled correctly.
So, but like, no, because cadenza is spelled with an E. So what the fuck? Why is cadence spelled with an A if cadenza is spelled with an E? What the fuck are you talking about? You stupid motherfuckers! What the hell's wrong with you? Is there any like? Is there like a production development design? Lauren Faust. Yeah, I know Lauren Faust wasn't involved in this because she wouldn't have allowed it.
She wouldn't have allowed it.
The spelling. Okay. The spelling cadence with an E is used in the credits of season 3's premiere and in some publicity materials, while the variant cadence with an A is used in the credits of the penultimate season 3 episodes, My Little Pony Equestria Girls, and a bunch of other crap. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And near exclusively and prominently in publicity materials and all products, one of which uses cadence in a promotional photo but uses cadence with an E with an A in its actual release. So it's just
There's no reason.
somebody just fucking doesn't know how to spell cadence and they just rolled with it for like 6 years.
Someone fucked up the promotional material, and that's just been her name since.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, Cadence's cutie mark is like visually inconsistent in these episodes.
Yes, her cutie mark actually changes throughout the show.
Great. There's our budget here, fellas.
They spent it all
So
on
anyway.
promoting this. Yes, continue.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody gets on the train to Canterlot, which I actually put in my notes before they even got on the train, and because there's a lyric in BBBFF where Twilight sort of laments how far away, like he's so far away her brother is. It fucking Canterlot is a day's travel on train.
You're a day away by train.
You were just there last fucking week.
You could have stopped by to talk to him.
Mystery on the Friendship Express was last episode. We were just eating Canterlot. What the hell are you talking about? It's so far away. It's a day's travel by train. You've been in Canterlot so many fucking times. Except they also are inconsistent about this, by the way.
Yeah.
Because in the train scene, when everybody's excited, but Twilight's like depressed, and Applejack, the only person with a soul, apparently, goes to check on her, and it's like, "Hey, girl, what's wrong?"
What's wrong,
and
girl?
she laments that she feels kind of like left out of her brother's life, because she wasn't told about any of this stuff. But she has a line that suggests that she does see shining armor on the rare occasion. So I don't know but that doesn't make sense either, because if she had seen shining armor at all in the last 2 years, how could she not have known about Cadence? I mean, were they dating in secret?
I don't know. It's like
did they just
did they just make it public that
they were in a relationship?
The adoptive niece to the princess is now dating the captain of the guard.
Yeah, maybe they had to keep it on wraps until they actually got married. They
didn't want to make it public and have a bunch of people make a bunch of gossip about them.
It doesn't. It's insane. And again, Shining Armor offers no explanation to this at all.
Yeah,
because he's an idiot.
For those, Shining Armor is a fucking idiot. He
doesn't really do anything in these episodes, but he's way stupider in Crystal Kingdom.
He's even stupider in Crystal Kingdom.
He's way stupider in all of his other appearances. We roll in on Canterlot, and there's a big bubble around it.
A big boo-boo.
And a bunch of guards. And as we come in as an establishing shot, Celestia is up there on the roof just fucking around.
And
Just fucking around with a telescope.
we meet Shining Armor, and a bunch of guards point spears at Twilight because she's threatening him.
She's threatening the life of the captain of the royal guard. She's like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. And they're like, stop! And he's like, stop, it's just Twilight.
It's just
You
Twilight.
guys know her. It's just Twilight. You guys know her.
I
So, no, go ahead.
and we learn that the bubble is there because there's been a threat against Canterlot.
Yeah, there's been a vague threat made against Canterlot. Not sure how we know about this. Did they send a letter in advance saying we're going to invade Canterlot? Just to be fair.
You know
Like, where
what?
did we get this information from? Was it
Chrysalis
public
left the
bomb
note
threat?
that said, "I'm gonna attack Canterlot," and that's it.
Yeah, right. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah. We learned that Shining Armor's special magic is shield magic, which, as we pointed out, we've seen Twilight do once or twice recently in the limited capacity, which is a nice little continuity thing there. That she probably learned that from him. He also calls her Twily.
I hate this nickname so much.
Twily. It's like the first word you hear out of his mouth in this episode. Twily. So funny.
It's like
Um,
that. Yeah, that is a stupid ass nickname your older sibling will
Twily
give to you.
Nanas. Yeah.
Twily Nanas.
Yeah, we're counting down till we get to hear that line again. You know, we'll fucking like several seasons from now.
Um,
Um,
and we find out that Princess Miyamori Cadenza is Cadence. Twilight, old foal sitter they introduced just now.
they introduced just now, as if it wasn't bad enough. They fucking introduced her brother. They also introduced another person that she had a good relationship with when she was younger. And it's like, did she really not know anything about friendship?
Remember, the very first thing Twilight said about Cadence is that she's beautiful.
Yeah, she did say that. She did say that, yeah.
The very
She did
first
say
thing
that, yeah.
Twilight said about Cadence is that she's beautiful, kind, and smart.
That's
like-
crazy.
I'm like, wow, girl, you started early, huh?
So we get a flashback here of Cadence and Twilight, pre-Cutie Mark Twilight, that's to say.
Mm-hmm.
Cadence is already an alicorn
Yes.
and already has her Cutie Mark. I know that, as is per the normal with this show, they don't tell us anything about where the fuck Cadence came from or why there's suddenly a third alicorn
I just
that
want to let
we've
you
never
know.
heard about before.
They retcon Cadence's backstory twice.
In the show?
In the comics, twice.
In the comics, yeah. I mean, she had a backstory in the main comics, and then she had her own solo line that also retcons her backstory.
Yep.
It establishes that she used to be a Pegasus before she ascended, like how Twilight will next season.
Yes.
But that lore wasn't written yet, so I just assumed that Cadence was born an alicorn in this version of the story.
Yes.
We don't learn who she is or where she came from or how she's related to anybody.
There is now a third deity, everybody. The pantheon has been updated.
Yeah, why was she babysitting Twilight Sparkle? She's like a god.
She is a god.
It would make sense if it was like after she went to live with Celestia, but that's not. Like, that isn't true because it was before
It
Twilight
was
had a
before
cutie
she had her cutie mark, yeah.
mark. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Don't worry about it, don't think about it.
And also, like, simultaneously, no one's ever heard of Cadence before. And also, nobody is surprised to know that she exists at the same time. Like, none of the main six are like, oh, yeah, Princess Cadenza, I know her. You know, because she's a fucking princess. No one seems to have ever heard of her before. But also, they don't seem surprised to learn that there's a third alicorn that exists. Because she's not part of the lore. Like, Celestia and Luna have their explicit place in history in terms of, like, where they, not like necessarily like where they came from, but when they, like, entered pony history, right?
Yes.
Like, there's a point in time where they just sort of start existing, and, you know, history changes from that point onwards. Cadence isn't a part of that because she's not that old. She's like, I don't know.
She's like 30.
30, yeah. like she's like a normal, like she's not, I mean, she is immortal, but she hasn't gotten to the point where like she shouldn't be dead if she was immortal, right?
You would
Like,
think a third alicorn appearing within modern times would be like, wow, this is unprecedented.
yeah, right. Like it was certainly was when Twilight Sparkle did hit next
Yeah.
season. Um, Nobody is surprised to learn that she exists, and there's no questions raised about where the hell she was the last two times that all of reality was threatened.
We can
Where was she during the Discord thing?
we can only assume she was probably doing shit researching the Crystal Empire. That's about it.
Yeah, maybe she was like way out. Like maybe she was like out of Equestria at the time. Like she was like legitimately like not in Equestria.
This is an oversight by the
making-
writers and the job of fanfiction to resolve.
Yeah, we're making excuses for the writing of the show,
Uh,
and also like, yeah, it's fucking weird. Anyway, we also learn here in the flashback that Cadence is the, she don't say it out loud, but she's the affiliation that she has is she's the goddess of love.
yes, she would be the Cupid of this. She would be the Cupid, the fucking the other
Which
god.
we don't
Go ahead.
we don't really necessarily say that part out loud until Twilight becomes princess and is designated as like the princess of friendship.
And then they
And then
say
it's like,
Cadence
oh,
is the princess of love.
And also the Cadence is the princess of love. And it's like when Celestia and Luna control the sun and the moon, which sort of is like a different, kind of a really weirdly different sort of set of powers. Twilight doesn't actually have any powers, come to think of it.
I mean, they could have said she's the princess of magic, but it's like,
Yeah, they didn't say that though.
friendship is easier.
They didn't. So the show's not called. Well, it is called Friendship is Magic actually. So maybe they should have done that.
We in the flashback we see that Cadence can force people to like each other.
I don't like to think about it like that, even though that's probably exactly what it is because we do that to Discord next season.
Yeah.
So, well, we try to actually, though it actually doesn't work. But
Cadence just in the flashback forces two people who are arguing to resolve their problem instantly.
yeah, don't think about it too hard. We don't have rights.
Yeah, Cadence shows up and she is not the person Twilight remembers, even when Twilight shakes her ass in front of her.
She did shake her ass in front of her, yeah. We're gonna call this character Evil Bitch Cadence because she doesn't have a name.
She doesn't have a name.
I don't want to refer to this character by a name because she doesn't fucking have one. They didn't give her a name in the episode. And then they like learn her name or something off screen somehow because the next time she shows up, they do call her Chrysalis. I don't know how they learned her name.
We'll worry about it later.
The comics are canon.
The comics are canon.
Except I think they just knew her name in the comics also.
We have evil mean bitch Cadence just disregarding Twilight, and we will go one by one through the other main six. And there is a hint at Chrysalis real early. Because in the flashback we see Cadence's magic is pink. In the Applejack scene we see her horn glowing a dark green.
And nobody notices that for some fucking reason.
Nobody notices that.
Nobody notices anything. I mean, Celestia looks like a real dumbass in these episodes. Do you know her at all? Do you know Cadence at all?
Yeah, hey Celestia, this is your adopted niece. Do you know her?
Is this not the Princess of Love?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so bad at not acting like a bitch, it's fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like being a doesn't make her like act like her or whatever. She sort of like she fakes it only for Applejack for some reason. Like there's the scene with Applejack where she interacts with Applejack and like while Applejack's looking at her she's like nice, but then when her back is turned she's like making faces at her and stuff. But then she doesn't continue this trend with Rarity or Pinkie Pie. She just is mean to them, just like to their faces.
Just to their faces.
She can only bother to try for Applejack, and then she's like, "Fucking whatever, I don't care."
Because Applejack's not an idiot.
She is though.
She is
in this episode. She is.
Twilight's friends are being so dismissive of her.
All right. Oh, we get 2 lines from Princess Luna in this scene.
We get 2 lines from Princess Luna. She doesn't do
She yells at
anything.
Twilight. She yells at Twilight to fucking go inside.
She yells at Twilight to go inside and says, "Be wary, Twilight Sparkle."
And she said, "Okay, yeah." So we have a scene, like, it's the end of the day, and they're like out drinking, like, obviously, you know. And Twilight's like, "There's something wrong with Cadence. This isn't the person I remember her to be. Like, she's being a real bitch. You know, like, she doesn't suspect anything like evil or whatever. She's just a real bitch. I don't think like she's like I don't think she should be marrying my brother. I think she's fucking mean." And they just all blow her off completely, like just completely.
Which is, again, you would think by this point they would learn to like trust her,
listen to her,
or
yeah.
listen to her.
And they totally blow her off. Yeah, she's like, they're like, well, she's probably just stressed because you know,
a
it's
wedding.
like a wedding stuff. Yeah, right. And she's like, man, you guys suck.
You guys suck. I'm gonna go talk to Shining Armor.
She goes to her brother's house, I guess.
Yeah, wherever he lives.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And she starts to try to talk to him about this. She gets cut off because she's just like fucking flash steps into the room. I don't know.
I was like, I wrote down, oh, you know, Cadence has Shining Armor whipped. Because Cadence says, "Come here, Shining Armor." He's like, "Yes, dear."
Yes, dear. That's not even a Chrysalis thing. Cadence is just actually doing that.
Yep, Cadence was also doing that.
That's just normal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just normal for you guys. And then we see evil Cadence do an evil spell,
which
Shining
is
Armor.
curing his migraines, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. And Twilight says, "Oh my god, an evil spell," just runs away.
Surprise! It's not curing his migraines.
Just runs away. Where's that? Oh, it's the rehearsal, right? Is after this?
We find out that all the rest of the main 6 are now the new bridesmaids for Bitch Cadence.
Right, yeah, and she's like, "What happened to the old bridesmaids?" She's like, "She didn't say," and she's like, "Okay, so they're dead."
They're dead. She killed them.
Okay. He killed and ate them, I see.
We get to the rehearsal, and oh boy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Look at this fucking face that Shining Armor makes. He's like, oh god, it's happening.
Yeah, he's like, fuck.
She's done this before.
Mm-hmm. So Twilight crashes the reception that she's supposed to be a part of anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And
she just says, "She's evil."
She's evil, yeah. She just starts throwing out fucking crazy accusations. And she's like, they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" She's like, "Well, she was a bitch, and she's shooting stuff at my brother's head."
And teleporting around while she's accusing her.
Yeah, right. She's like completely fucking insane. Shining Armor is like, what the fuck does he even say here? He's like, fucking, yeah, because I get migraines or whatever. Because I have to cast this. I have to like use my magic like 24/7 for this bubble thing. And it's like she like gets like one counter argument. And she's like, yeah, it didn't really hold a lot of water, huh? Now that I say it out loud.
Now I say it out loud, and Cadence fucking cries and runs away.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Wow, Twilight, you should be ashamed of yourself." Even God.
Yeah, even Celestia fucking blows her up on this one, man. So Twilight has now ruined her own life. All of her friends hate her. Celestia hates her. Her brother hates her. She does a reprise of the Big Brother Best Friend Forever song, yeah. Which I didn't write any notes for because it's like one line long.
It's like one line.
And then she goes to hell.
Evil bitch Cadence shows back up and is like, "All right, you're gonna be sorry," and sends her to hell.
And we see her evil eyes for like a second of that.
Imagine if
I
this
think the episode
wasn't.
ends.
Imagine if this wasn't back to back. Imagine you had to wait a week for this.
That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome. Um. Yeah, so that's the end of the first episode. It gives you a little cliffhanger, and then episode 2 starts with a recap, obviously. And then we find Twilight in the fucking caves.
There are apparently crystal caves that were mined out underneath Canterlot.
What?
Yeah, more lore.
Where the fuck are we?
More lore.
This is under the castle?
This is under the city.
We're on a fucking mountain. What are you talking about? There is no ground underneath the castle.
It's inside the mountain.
Fucking yeah, inside the mountain. We shouldn't be drilling into the side of a mountain.
It's inside the mountain, and apparently unicorns are now dwarves because they coveted the jewels inside.
Yeah, what the fuck? They don't even explain what the fuck this is at all. It's like, where the hell was that? So she's like, oh, the caves.
The caves.
Yeah. You never been down to the caves before? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, what are the caves for? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my caves.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just caves, it's nothing crazy. There's nothing evil down there. It's just caves.
We fucking get Chrysalis rage baiting Twilight into killing Cadence.
Yeah, she does definitely try to get her to... Why didn't she just kill her? I mean, I know why, because you can't, kill people in My Little Pony, but, there's no version of this where it makes sense for Cadence to still be alive. Does she need her alive in order to copy her?
No.
Is that lore?
No.
No. Then what the fuck?
I think she just thought it'd be funny if she got Twilight to kill Cadence for her.
Yeah. She kept her alive, the whole... how long has she been down there?
From what Cadence says, weeks.
Oh yeah, weeks, yeah. Yeah, she wanted her sweet ass.
Listen, after Chrysalis took over Equestria, she was just gonna make, I don't know, Shining Armor her boy toy and Cadence her princess consort.
Yeah, she was getting on some crazy stuff. She was gonna do some crazy stuff with them for sure. That's why she kept her down there.
Yep.
Yeah, so Twilight barely stops herself from killing Cadence when she convinces her that she's the real one by shaking her ass in front of her.
Yep. And Twilight, it is you.
And Cadence explains, actually she doesn't. She actually doesn't explain anything.
She doesn't
She
explain.
just says, we gotta
get out of these caves.
That's actually hilarious. I didn't think about that until right now. Cadence doesn't explain anything here.
No.
She's just like, we gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I don't have time to tell you what's going on. I really fucking don't.
We get into one of the few only villain songs in this show.
Yeah. This Day Aria. Technically this is called This Day Aria Part 1, which I'll talk about in a minute. Maybe top 3 most famous songs in the show. Ever?
Smile, This Day Aria, and Winter Wrap Up.
Winter Wrap Up, maybe, yeah. Just for those of you who don't know, I know that I didn't know what an aria was the first time I watched this episode 16 years ago. I don't suspect that anybody who watched this episode 16 years ago knew what a fucking aria was, to be honest. An aria is defined as a long accompanied song for a solo voice, typically in an opera. Basically, it's a sort of a specific type of a solo piece. What's fun about this being an aria is that technically it's not a solo character piece because it's 2 characters in doing dueling verses, but they're both the same voice, which is fun because it trades verses back and forth between the real cadence and the fake cadence. Which also cadence is a musical term, also, which is what we're doing here with this whole thing. According to the official guidebook of the show, this song is a different song than the version of this that Chrysalis sings at the end of the episode. Or 5 minutes from now, actually. That version is called This Day Aria Part 2. They're not considered a reprieve because it's a different singer. Or reprieve, I mean. because it's a different singer, because that's actually Chris's voice doing it in that one. So they're considered different songs. Great song.
Great song.
It's a good song. It's a really, really like high production song compared to like what we usually get in the show. Not like what that stuff is bad or anything, but like they were really like swinging for the fucking fences on this one.
Like Cadence's voice actress, Britt McKillop, she did great. She did great.
She did great. I don't think she ever does anything else though. For the singing, I mean. Does she?
I don't think she ever sings again.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste. I thought it was a waste.
It's like
basically. Go ahead.
No. She sings during the season 4 finale. Okay.
That doesn't fucking count. You're right, but that doesn't fucking count.
Yeah.
She sings like 2 lines. It doesn't fucking count. I think she also sings in Magical Mystery Cure for like 2 lines as well, doesn't she?
I don't remember.
It's like her and Luna and Celestia have that song like at the very end with Twilight. I think Cadence is in that for like 2 seconds.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds. The visual of the song are basically just Twilight and Cadence escaping the mines, and the other Cadence getting ready for her wedding while sort of not really exactly detailing her plan, but just sort of gloating about that
evil.
She's winning. Yeah, like we know that she's evil now, but it doesn't like it still buries the lead on like what she actually is, which is fun. Kingdom Hearts Crusaders are here.
They're here for some reason. They're the Flower Girls.
Go the fuck away. Who invited you? I've had enough of these kids this season. I don't want to see them again.
The song ends and they're about to escape the caverns before... Okay, so her old bridesmaids, are they changelings too, or are they mind controlled?
I think they're mind controlled, right? Because that's like... I don't know. It's Colgate and Lyra.
It's Colgate and Lyra and another pony.
And some other pony, yeah. I think they're just mind controlled because they were like real people before, I guess. Like,
and
I don't know. I have no idea. They don't like resolve that. They do a cutaway later that's like, oh, we just killed them.
Hello, funny bit. Look, all women want to get married. They throw
they do the bouquet thing. Yeah.
Where did she get that bouquet?
Yeah, where did she get that? Did she like
bring it with her?
Maybe Cadence can just make those.
Cadence can make flowers magically appear.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We don't have to define her. We haven't defined her fucking power set, so I'm just gonna stop making shit up.
We have a very funny fucking line from Evil Cadence going, "How did you escape my bridesmaids?"
Yeah, my bridesmaids, and then they do the fucking cut to just them like throwing them off a cliff. That's the only line of defense that you can have.
That's the why didn't she plan for anything else?
They couldn't have been changelings because the changelings aren't inside the city yet.
You're right.
She's the only one here.
My
right. Okay, yeah. My bridesmaids. And so Cadence and Twilight kick the doors in and they interrupt the wedding. And Cadence,
that's an imposter. Sus.
That's an imposter. Sus among us. And then Celestia just takes a couple of steps back and just lets this all happen because she's an idiot.
She's bored and she wants to see what happens.
Yeah, she's like, and so, yeah, the fake Cadence is like, well, she did a really dumbass not plan here because she's actually dumb, as we'll find out later. She's like really dumb.
What was Chrysalis planning if she wasn't stronger than Celestia?
She was just gonna die there, right? Like,
yeah.
She was like, okay, so like Chrysalis reveals herself finally. We see her true form.
We see really hot bug mom.
Yeah, she's like as big as Celestia is. She's like way bigger than Cadence. Because they like square up like on screen together, and she's like a whole like fucking like 2 heads taller than Cadence is. So she squares up with Cadence, and she's like, so my plan was, she basically she gives them her plan, right? She's like, my plan was to infiltrate Pony Society and basically use my magic to weaken the Captain of the Guard so that his spell would fail, which I've been doing the whole time. That's why he's getting these headaches. And also I've been brainwashing him I guess. Also,
Hey, guess what? That wasn't a healing spell, idiots.
yeah, idiots. And then she says, "My minions." She calls them her minions. My minions are already outside,
My
which is
goons.
my fucking goons are outside. Which is probably why they don't like her very much because she calls them her minions.
Which we
Um,
know they're her kids.
yeah, all right. It's fucked up, right? Like we're jumping the gun way ahead, but we'll get to like changeling lore in like season 5 or 6
They're
or
her
whatever,
fucking kids.
and they like don't like her. No one likes her. They hate her. She's a terrible queen. Her plans suck. Like she's mean to them. You know, she calls them her fucking minions. And fucking yeah, so they cut to like outside, right? And there's like the bunch of changelings, which we also see for the first time. Changelings, like normal changelings.
Just smashing
And
their heads against.
yeah, just smashing their heads against the barrier, which I'm sure is really good for them. And it's at this point where Chris. Okay, we're gonna keep calling her Chrysalis because it's annoying not to do so. I do want to stress again that this episode does not name her.
They do not name her Chrysalis. They do not say her name at all.
She refers to herself only as the Queen of the Changelings. After Cadence announces that she is a changeling, I don't know why Cadence knows what that is. I don't know why everybody else doesn't know what that is, actually, come to think of it. She announces that Chrysalis is changing, and then she like reveals herself and does all that. But she announces herself to be the Queen of the Changelings and does not give her name. She's not named at any point in the episode. Not even the credits of the episode name her. Because I think in the credits they only call her Changeling Queen or something like that. She's named like
In
by
the comics.
production staff online, like after the episode aired. Like somebody from production staff were like, "Oh, her name is Chrysalis."
Yeah.
Because we didn't. That must have just been a weird oversight in the like the script that they
Oh
just
yeah,
forgot.
we just didn't give her
They
a
just
name.
forgot to give her a name. I mean, that's like not uncommon, honestly, in this show. Like, there's lots of characters that we don't have like real names for because they just don't say their fucking names in the show. Not anybody like on the level like Chrysalis, but like I guess it's just like they just forgot to give her a name. Which again makes it funny when she shows up again later and they just know her name now. She never told them her name. I don't know why they would know that.
She's famous. She rules a whole country.
Yeah. And this is the point in the notes where I wrote, "Where the fuck is Celestia?"
She's watching this happen.
And then Celestia immediately squares up. Like Celestia's like standing off to the side, politely waiting for Chrysalis to finish talking, and then she says, "Well, now you fucked up, bitch, because now you're in my house.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you." And then she shoots a fucking Kamehameha at.
They get into a beam
Chrysalis.
struggle.
They get into a beam struggle, and then Celestia dies.
Celestia gets her ass beat. My goat is washed.
She gets no diffed, easy clap.
My goat
and
is
then,
washed.
Fucking Chrysalis is like genuinely surprised that she's not dead.
Yes, Chrysalis is like surprised she won.
Yeah, she's like, "Holy shit, I just beat Celestia, oh my god." She like turns to Cadence and she's like, "Damn, the Shining Armor's love for you is way crazier than I thought, man, because I didn't think I was getting out of that one, I'm be honest with you." What was her plan? She would have had to reveal herself at some point, right?
I think she was hoping her goons would have broken the shield a lot quicker.
What are they gonna do? Beat Celestia?
I love this fucking screenshot of Celestia.
Celestia just like dead. Everybody's looking kind of sort of sad, a little sad, vaguely upset, you know?
Twilight, help!
A good time to mention maybe that Luna is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, hey, guess what? Where's Luna?
Well, she answers that question later in the episode.
Where's Princess Luna?
Yeah, she does explain where she was later in the episode, which we'll get though.
She was asleep.
So Celestia gets no diff, easy clap, and she says, "Twilight, y'all gotta get the elements of harmony.
Twilight,
and,
get the elements, hurry!
do something. Do something." We really should make an argument that they need to keep them things on them.
At all times?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, right? At least, like, in Candlelight, like, they keep them things on them, man. Um, but before that can happen, the shield finally breaks, and the changeling army has invaded Canterlot, and I presume just Canterlot.
And they're eating people.
Yeah, they are. You're right. So Chrysalis does explain that that changeling. Well, Cadence says it. I say changelings disguise themselves as people you love and then feed off of your love for them. But I guess Chrysalis's design here is just to eat everyone.
Probably.
I'm not really sure. I mean, they're not like infiltrating
they're
Pony society.
bugs.
I mean, they are like openly invading. So I guess they were planning to like. I mean, they kind of explain this a little more in the comics, like how this kind of works with like they have like cocoons and stuff. It's really nasty.
Yeah, they feed off of them for a long time.
Yeah, so they were presumably going to like basically abduct everybody in Carolot and then like use them as food forever. So that's pretty scary. So the main six, they bust out of the castle, I guess,
and run to the tower that Celestia keeps all the fucking elements in, separate from the castle.
All the big guns go up there. Yeah, we put them as far away as we could, just as a joke, you know. And they're intercepted by a big horde of changelings, and they have a big fight scene, which is really the first time we do that kind of stuff in the
Girls
show.
reference.
Yeah, it's a big Powerpuff Girls reference. Yeah, basically, right? All the changelings. There's a lot of funny bits in this part. The changelings start turning into like the main six. So there's like a bunch of like Applejacks beating the shit out of each other.
The part where Pinky picks up Twilight's gun and starts shooting her.
The Twi-Pi machine gun.
The Twi-Pi machine gun.
The Twi-Pi machine gun, yeah. There's the bit where Fluttershy pretends to be one of the changelings to get them to like leave her alone because she doesn't want to fight them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like Rainbow Dash like beating her own ass and stuff. It's pretty good stuff. And then
do you think it was cathartic for everyone to beat up the Rainbow Dash clones?
Yeah, I'm sure. They should have just had Fluttershy just swinging on them. Just start swinging on them. Like, that's the real one. I don't give a
Applejack just punching a Rainbow Dash and Dash. Like, it's me, Applejack. I don't believe you.
It's me. I don't believe you. Hit her again. Do you know, I stopped my notes in the middle of this scene and I wrote that it was a shame that Fallout Equestria was written before these episodes, because I think that this would have really changed like the entire dynamic. Like if Fallout Equestria had been written after the lore, like changelings, Cadence, shining armor, like the like shield magic stuff, I think like a lot of fundamental things in like Fallout Equestria would have changed if there was like, especially like the changelings. That's almost like too complicated, honestly. But like shield magic, you could do like a fucking like Fallout New Vegas kind of thing, where it's like, oh well,
like how the big empty was safe from the bombs.
Yeah, it's like oh well, Canterlot didn't get hit by the bombs because, or like it was like less destroyed than it would have been otherwise because, you know, shining armor put up his shield magic and like, I don't know, maybe he died like doing like whatever, but like you could have had like a thing in the book where it's like, well, this town or this, you know, city or whatever survived more or less intact, you know, because it wasn't obliterated by the bombs because of shield magic, which just wasn't like it could have been like something interesting, like, you know, like it's just a shame that like these things weren't in the lore when that kind of shit came out. But like
changelings could have been fucking Cazadors.
Oh Christ, Jesus. Oh. I'm sure that there are fucking Fallout Equestria like unsanctioned side fics that have like fucking changelings in them, and I'm sure that I don't want to read that, honestly.
There's so many Fallout Equestria spin-off fanfics.
Yeah. I mean, there's like maybe 5 of them that are good. Probably.
I'll let you know if they are. I got a few on my to-read list.
There's like, I mean, there's Project Horizons is like the number 2 one, right? But I don't even really like Project Horizons. There's like Pink Eyes, like Murky number 7. That's pretty much it, actually.
Those are the most well known.
Those are like the best ones. Like there's probably some other like decent ones out there, but I don't know them, or I don't remember them.
Same here.
Like those are kind of the ones that got like the Iggy from like like these are like pretty quality stuff. But like, anyway, Luna deadass sleeping through this shit right now.
Luna
She's, like,
Luna is sleeping through the invasion of Canterlot.
like snoring like crazy. Like, so the main six beat their way through like 50 changelings, and then they open the door to the tower, and there's like 500 more changelings in there, and then they give up.
I imagine they did try and fight their way through. There were just too many.
Yeah, they get caught and they get brought back to the tower with Chrysalis, and then she sings "This Day Aria Part 2," which again is not a refrain, although it is only 2 lines long. But it's sung by Chrysalis's voice actress, which is fun. Again, I don't think she ever sang anything again after this, which is
no, she sings in season 9 song.
Oh, okay, well, never mind. I haven't heard that then.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It only took them fucking 7 seasons to get her to get back in the booth. That's great.
Yeah.
Dr. Hooves is here.
Dr. Hooves is here.
Not doing anything. He's like center frame getting chased by changelings. Fucking bum.
He can't get to the TARDIS in time. Derpy's nowhere to be seen.
Ain't helping nobody. Fucking bum. Everybody in this town's a bum today. So, yeah, go ahead.
There's been a lot of fanfic. I remember back in like there was a huge surge of fanfic. Like, what was this character doing during the invasion of Canterlot?
Yeah, this was a lot of fics. Yeah, were about that, or a lot of fics would incorporate that into like backstories for stuff. Like, you know, this happens after the invasion of Canterlot. Like a lot, like there were because changelings went over like super well. Like people love the idea of changelings.
They're my favorite race, My Little Pony.
Yeah, right. So there were a lot of fics that follow the general plot of like what happens to the changelings after. You know, what if there were some changelings still left in the city? You know, stuff like that, or like lots of things with those kinds of themes. Like, well, now you're like paranoid and people are fucking changelings or whatever, or like. Here's a changeling that's not evil, but people, like, people have to get over that like stigma of like, well, they're a changeling. Lots of fics like that. Lots of stuff came out of and this was all before. I mean, this was all years before changelings would actually show back up again in the show in season 6.
Season 6.
Season 6, yeah. So this is several years before changelings would be reintegrated back into lore, and they'd have their sort of like race-wide redemption arc. I mean, that's what fucking happens.
The race war ends now.
I mean, they get a full race redemption arc. Yeah, I mean, like they do. Like they literally reform their fucking society in a 2-parter. It's not even a 2-parter, is it? It's just like 1 episode.
No, season 6 finale is a 2-parter.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, right. It is. Yeah, they literally reform their entire fucking society in season 6. So like, and then they all changed their designs and stuff, though. Except for Chrysalis.
I hated that.
Except for Chrysalis.
Yeah,
why did they do that? I guess because they were too scary looking.
I like their old designs. I
like them fine, but I feel like it's like, well, they look evil. Like, if you're like coming at it from like the people who are making My Little Pony, it's like, well, they look evil because we designed them to look evil, right? So if they're not evil anymore, they can't look like that. It's like Nightmare Moon. Like, Luna can't look like Nightmare Moon because Nightmare Moon is evil.
I guess.
So we have to she has to look different now.
Try holding the sign that says "Stop Racism."
Stop racism.
Except she becomes super racist in season 8.
Well, you know how it is. Season 8's the dark time, so we don't...
Yeah.
So Chrysalis just starts gloating.
She starts gloating and doesn't notice that Twilight has freed Cadence, and Cadence walks over to Shining Armor.
Just walks over to him. Yeah, no one's stopping her or nothing. Chrysalis is looking out the window, gloating. And then Twilight's like, you gotta go to Shining Armor, and
then heterosexuality wins the day, everybody.
They deadass do a Final Fantasy summon animation. Like they have like those circle of magic on the ground and everything, like in fucking Final Fantasy. Like it's crazy. Like I
the
saw that shit happen in Final Fantasy X.
the power of a nuclear family heterosexuality saves Equestria.
The actual, literal, tangible power of love, which is a real thing, uh, saves the day. Which
Yep.
Chrysalis seems to dismiss, like she doesn't understand that. Like that's also how her powers work.
Yes.
She's like, "What are you gonna do, fucking hetero at me?" And it's like, that's how your fucking powers also work. That's how your powers also work. You're a changeling.
You get stronger off of feeding off of emotion and love.
Yeah, you idiot. And then she gets blasted into Kingdom Come like fucking Team Rocket style.
They literally Team Rocket her back to where she came from.
Yes, Shining Armor recasts his shield spell, and
Except powered by Cadence's love now.
Except powered by Cadence's love. Yeah, they like contort their bodies into a big heart, which is weird looking. And the shield just kind of pushes out all of the fucking
a racism targeted spell at changelings.
Yeah, he racially profiles every changeling in the city, just pushes them out of the city, and they go flying out to the Badlands, I guess.
Yeah, that is the Badlands. The far south of Equestria.
Which is where the changelings reside, and among some other races, I believe.
Yes.
Also, you know what I didn't mention earlier? Chrysalis has a line earlier in the episode implying that she's never encountered ponies before?
Which is a lie with her backstory.
I mean, maybe she was I mean, we can sort of pretend that she was referring to her backstory in that line, but she seems to give the impression in this episode that like she's never heard of, like, she's never encountered ponies before recently, like when she like found Equestria or some shit like that.
How much love they
had.
It's
like, but then again, it's like, how the fuck does Cadence know what a changeling is? Maybe she told. You know what? Chrysalis probably told her. I bet she fucking detailed her entire fucking evil plan to Cadence after she kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Put her in the mines and then monologued at her for 2 hours. Yeah. She probably did. Yeah, she probably did do that, huh? For sure.
Chrysalis absolutely monologued at her after capturing her.
She monologued at her and tried to see if she was down for some freaky shit. She wasn't, so she put her in the caves.
Hey, are you like into bugs at all?
Yeah, like how do you feel about like women?
How do you feel about women?
How do you feel about bugs? Yeah, not really into that.
I choose to believe I choose to believe it wasn't full hetero with Shining Armor and Cadence is absolutely bi, I feel.
I think that's true, yeah. I think it is true. And then we'll never see Chrysalis ever again. Certainly not in the comics that started fucking running like 2 weeks after this or whatever.
The comics.
I think that was after season 3, I think, wasn't it?
The comics began running at the beginning of season 3.
Okay, so we'll see her pretty soon, actually.
Yes.
Not that we're going to talk about the comics that much.
I will.
Well, we will, but we're not going to, like... Maybe we could, like, dedicate, like, an episode to, like, the arc of the comics.
Yeah, totally.
Like, we could do that between season 3 or 4, some shit like that.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, we can do that. And then, well, the battle has been won. This is a really, like, well-paced episode, I think.
Yeah, like 22 minutes. They
get a lot of stuff done in 22 minutes in this episode.
So they beat Chrysalis at the 16-minute mark, and there's still 6 minutes left.
Yeah, right. So then we run back the wedding for real this time. And Celestia is still officiating. She gives her the whole Miyamori cadenza shit. She says, let's just go with Cadence. You should know that.
You should know that.
Because we're related. Okay, so... sorry. Luna is still not here.
Luna still isn't here. She's still asleep.
They get married. They put the horns on the ring. They put the rings on the horns.
That's how unicorns show matrimony, I guess.
They don't wear these
ever again.
Ever again, yeah. They do
how,
not.
How do Pegasi and Earth Pony show matrimony?
I would love to know that. I would actually love to know that. Yeah, I have no idea. They don't.
They don't.
They don't. Um, we see Twilight Sparkle's parents for 0 seconds, like 0.1 seconds.
We see them again for 1 second.
In 1 second, yeah. The Doctor Who's and Derpy are in the crowd. That's not like relevant to the show. That's just relevant to like Doctor Who's fan works that put Derpy and the Doctor in the like at this time and place because they were in the episode.
Wow, Derpy, I'm so glad we helped stop the invasion of Canterlot.
We didn't do fucking anything. Yeah, fucking Jesus. Applejack does her scrunchy face from Return of Discord Part 2.
She wanted her hat back.
Yeah, she does that like twice in this episode. Or she did it once last episode, she did it this time. It's like the same scrunchy face, eyes cast upwards thing that she does in fucking Return of Harmony Part 2 or whatever.
She hoped nobody she hoped nobody was looking at her when she put her hat back on.
What's that? What's the season 2 opener called? Is that Return of Harmony?
Return of Harmony.
Okay, right. Yeah, she does that face, which I assume was just like a little joke for the people out there, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Celestia turns to Twilight, and she says, "Well, Twilight, you were right."
Twilight, you were right.
She says, literally out loud, she says, "The lesson here is to trust your instincts." What?
Dear Princess Celestia, I was right.
Wild accusations about people, and you might be right. What the hell are you talking about?
Dear Princess Celestia, I was right. Fuck you. You
right,
doubted
man.
me. Twilight Sparkle.
Man, fuck all of you. Man, I was right. Yeah. The lesson is that we should probably listen to Twilight. Stay on high alert during a national emergency, yeah. Wasn't even a national emergency. Nobody else even fucking knew about it. It was just specifically Canterlot. You think Chrysalis even knew that there were other fucking towns? She even know how big Equestria actually is? She just saw one
What if
stage.
she thinks Equestria
like,
is just
shit.
the mountain?
It's just Canterlot, yeah. She didn't even know about the rest of it.
She is we know she is a pretty dumb bug.
She is so dumb. She's remarkably stupid, yeah. Everybody gets dumber after they encounter the main six and lose the first time. Like, I think she just got a concussion. She just like, got brain damage from that.
They get brain damage from meeting them.
Yeah, she barely even talked to them, you know? That was enough. Rainbow Dash does a Sonic Rain Boom on command, which is fun, because we had a whole episode last season about how she couldn't do that, and how she just can. Like, she just fucking rips it out. Like, she didn't even do anything. She's just done.
So yeah, I can just do it now.
Luna.
Rarity catches the bouquet.
Oh yeah, Rarity catches the bouquet. Yeah, in the song. Yeah, that was a little fun one. People went to town on that one. I'll tell you.
People went to town on that one.
Luna flutters down from the heavens and says, "Hey, did I fucking miss anything?
Hey, did I miss
Asshole.
anything? Luna, you could have helped.
Fucking asshole." Luna would have no-diffed Chrysalis.
I have seen so much. Yeah, Luna was just sleeping during the whole invasion.
She definitely was.
Yeah.
She was dead-ass asleep. She didn't give a shit. She had earplugs in, like, she didn't hear it, man.
She had earplugs in. She had like no shade blinds on.
Yeah, like blinds on. Like she was up. Man.
There were guards banging at her door trying to wake her up.
No way. Nuh-uh. That's Celestia's problem.
Celestia just taking Luna aside, like, okay, we gotta work out something in case.
Okay, like we gotta have like a button or something.
We gotta have a button that wakes you up in case something bad happens during the day.
You know, Luna's like, you ever notice that nothing bad ever happens at night? I'm just saying, like, all this shit keeps happening on your watch. I don't know what to tell you.
I think
it's not my.
I think the love explosion did wake her up, but she's like, huh?
What
shrugs and then goes back to sleep.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? We get the last song of the episode, last song of the season. Love is in Bloom. This song kind of sucks.
This song sucks. This song absolutely sucks.
It's way like not as good as like the other two songs in these episodes. It's really repetitive and it's kind of like not great. Um, Vinyl Scratch is here though. It's their
Yeah,
second
Vinyl
canonical
Scratch is
appearance in
here.
the show. They also show her eyes very, very, very briefly in this episode for the first time, which was something of a point of contention amongst fans back in the day. I don't know if you remember that, because Vinyl's eyes hadn't been shown until that. Like she has sunglasses on in her original
Hmm.
appearance. There was a lot of, I don't know, like necessarily debate, but there was a lot of like not like controversy or anything like that, but there was like some debate of like what color her eyes are supposed to be.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Because they just like people like we just literally did not know. So like people, if you were drawing Vinyl with her eyes or with her glasses off, you kind of just had to guess what her eye color was because
Hmm.
there's no like official. There was no official documentation on this. Like there was nothing like from Hasbro with this. In this episode, you literally blink and you miss it. She takes her glasses off and opens her eyes for like, I swear, like 10 frames of the fucking episode. Her eyes are magenta,
I mean, that makes sense.
sort of a pinkish red. A lot of people draw her eyes more red than like more like of a reddish red.
Hmm.
Technically, officially, canonically speaking, they're more of like a sort of like a pinkish purplish sort of red, like some magenta, I would say. Um, but a lot of people just can like depicted her eyes as more of a straight red for some reason. I don't really know why. Um, we also get some quick cameos in this from Soren from the Wonderbolts and Fancy Pants from Sweet and Elite, which was nice to see.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
they live here.
They live, yeah, they do live here. Um, we already catch the book hit, and we don't follow up with that unfortunately. And the Cadence and Shining Armor ride off into the sunset to, I presume, go on their honeymoon.
And create a baby that will show up later.
And get no, that'd be fucking funny if it's like the next time they show up. Um, and then we get a little laugh of everybody because Spike says something stupid, and then that's it.
That's it.
So that's the end of the season.
A fucking good ass season. I love this season.
Excellent season, one of the best. They're saying, you know, by sheer volume. Excellent two-part. I mean, probably the like this and the Discord two-part are like super solid, like caps, like end caps to the season, right?
Hmm.
Especially because like they were really building up to this stuff, and there's a lot of stuff in this episode that just like was new to My Little Pony, like especially like the big fight scene and stuff, like new characters, new lore, like lots of exciting new things that the show won't build on going forward. But that's not that's fine because we'll do it ourselves. Apparently,
We'll do it our fucking selves.
we'll fucking do it ourselves. Yeah. We were already aware that season 3 was coming at this point. I don't know if it had been officially announced yet. But
A few days before the finale aired, people found a production board that season 3 would be 13 episodes long, and there was an uprising in the fandom.
Yeah, we talked about this last time. Yeah, we knew like from I guess unofficial sources really that season 3 was in production. It would be 13 episodes long, and that's pretty much all we knew about season 3 at the time. There was no official announcement from Hasbro regarding this, but like there was no reason to doubt that season 3 was real because we literally saw production boards from it, and like this show was hot, like super hot, at the moment. So there's no way that they weren't gonna follow up, on season 2. We'll get into it more when we talk about season 3, but then there became the sort of fear. I don't know exactly what you'd say. There was an idea in the fandom that season 3 would be the last season of the show.
I remember that well.
I don't really know where the fuck we got this idea from.
I guess just because it was a shorter season.
Yeah, I mean, I see the logic behind that. It's like, well, this season's only 13 episodes long. Like, they're wrapping the show up. And also because I think, like, people were like, well, at this point in the show, we knew that Lauren Faust was no longer associated with the project. We've known
By
that for some
season
time now.
3, she has fully left the show.
Technically speaking, Camelot Wedding is the last episode of the show that uses any involvement from Lauren Faust at all.
Yes.
Everything starting with Crystal Kingdom going forward, she had nothing to do with it all. Nothing. None of her ideas or contributions were used outside of what was established in the original 2 seasons of the show. Like none of her boards or ideas or whatever are being used at this point. And even then, there were significant deviations in this episode from Lauren's original boards and ideas because, as previously mentioned, there was no fucking way that she would have allowed Cadence to be an alicorn in this show.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she designed Cadence, but didn't design her to be an alicorn.
I think she did design a character that did. I mean, she designed something that I think ended up becoming Cadence, but I don't believe that she designed her to be an alicorn. Because I'm pretty sure she's gone on record stating that she disagreed with that creative direction.
Yep.
And that she was a little mixed on the creative direction of making Twilight an alicorn as well.
Let me see if I can find some concept art for Cadence. I've seen Chrysalis's concept art drawn by Lauren Faust.
Yeah, I guess she did design Chrysalis. I believe. Well, she designed some of the concept stuff. There's someone else whose name I don't remember who's credited with the actual like final work version of Chrysalis' design, but that was based on some of Lauren's concepts. But yeah, so going forward, we basically won't really talk about Lauren much at all at this point. Because
besides her reaction to Equestria Girls.
Besides her reaction to Equestria Girls, because she has... I mean, she's already moved on at this point, right? But
she is working on DC Superhero Girls by this point.
She's now working on DC Superhero Girls, and My Little Pony and Friendship's Magic will no longer be using any of her contributions because they've basically run the well dry in terms of everything that she had like on paper before she left the project. I say left the project like she intentionally left the project before she was
let go
from the project. Before they did not renew her to continue working on the project. So season 3 going forward, but I think like a lot of that maybe wasn't totally clear back in the day, and so I think people were under the impression it's like, well, season 3 will be like. I don't think there was really ever any real necessity of a basis for this, but I think people convinced themselves that season 3 was where Lauren intended the show to end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's true. I don't actually think that's true at all. I don't think I've ever actually seen a legitimate source on that like idea, come to think of it. I think people just kind of assumed that maybe to some degree, or maybe misconstrued some comments she made. If I find something from her that says that she intended the end of the show to be like that, then we'll issue a statement on that, I guess. But usually with these kinds of things, as a showrunner, you don't usually have an ending in mind for these kinds of things anyway, because the show goes on as long as the network wants the show to go on.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, like you may have an ending in mind someday, but usually you're not, like, you as the showrunner are not being like, okay, well, I have a plot that is lasting 3 seasons long, and then we're done with this. Like Hasbro tells you when you're done with the fucking show, right?
Unless you're like fucking you're like Rebecca Sugar or the creator of She-Ra 2018. I forgot their name.
Yeah, but that shit didn't even happen to Sugar. Her show got canceled.
Yeah, Sugar got canceled.
Steven Universe got canceled. I mean, at that point in time, Rebecca Sugar did have an ending in mind for Steven Universe. It's just that it got moved up because the show got canceled.
Yeah.
And then after they canceled it, they said, "Hey, sorry, we canceled your show. Would you like a movie and another season?"
And Rebecca's like, kneel like a dog.
Yeah, and Rebecca was like, "Yeah, I do. I do actually want that. Yeah, thank you." Or like Adventure Time probably got like the ending.
Adventure Time is weird because it has been on record. Again, they had no idea in mind, and then like middle of the show, like, yeah, we can make this the ending. And then Cartoon Network just kept asking them to make more and more and more for the show.
I mean, technically, Adventure Time still isn't over. Like,
it's not. It's not over.
Like, whatever the new show is called? Like, that shit's still like being like, it's still airing. Like,
Fiona and Cake.
Time is not actually. Yeah, Fiona and Cake is not like Adventure Time is not over.
Which is weird because Fiona and Cake season 1 felt like the perfect ending to the entire series as a whole because it wrapped up every single thing.
They kept asking for more, so.
Yeah.
What do you want, She-Ra got pretty much exactly what they asked for, but that's a little bit more of an easy negotiation with like Netflix.
Yeah.
And also like when you're only asking for like what, 3 seasons was it?
I think they asked for 3 seasons. Yeah, give us 3 seasons to wrap up the story. Give it to
Yeah,
us.
like we'll give us 3 seasons and that's it. And they're like, okay, done deal. And also Shiro is pretty popular. They
Yeah.
probably could have gone more. They probably could have pushed for like another season on that, but
I
like
mean,
whatever.
Netflix was pushing She-Ra and He-Man hard in
Yeah,
in
that, I
in
mean this
late 2010s, early 2020s.
I mean She-Ra did like good, like it was a very popular show.
Like
It
She-Ra
is a
was
very
like very
popular show.
popular. He-Man got fucking 3 different cartoons all in the same year.
And they all sucked.
They all sucked.
You know, it's like fucking Voltron could have ended like 6 times.
Yeah.
Should have.
Should have.
Fucking should have. God damn it. And then it still ended like shit.
Oh.
Like they still rushed the ending of that fucking show, and they kept greenlighting more seasons. They did that dumb shit with Voltron where they would greenlight a season, like they would like fucking cut seasons in half and be like, oh well, you know, season 2 is fucking 10 episodes, season 3 is like 10 episodes. It's like, okay, so like those are both half the length of like season 1, so that should have just been one season, right? Like that's
Yep.
those aren't real seasons. Like you're just fucking with me. Yes, we are just fucking with
We
you.
are just
Yeah.
fucking with you.
We're just fucking with you, yeah, because we need to get this shit out as soon as humanly
Remember
possible.
when people were fucking? Remember early Tumblr? People were in fucking Korra and Voltron were fighting over who had the worst fandom.
Oh man, yeah. I wasn't even watching Korra. I was watching Voltron for like the first
Oh,
like 3 seasons.
oh, I'm sorry, sis.
I mean, I watched a season of Korra.
Hmm.
I watched the first season of Korra, and I was like, that's pretty self-contained. I'm good. Like, I
Yeah.
probably should have watched more of it, but I was like, I'm good. I was all right. That wasn't as bad as people said it was.
The other seasons are good if you go into that with that mindset where like it's meant to be self-contained.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't expect like I didn't watch Korra when it was like new.
Hmm.
I watched it. I think I watched season 1 like I don't remember when I watched season 1, but like I like yeah, this is like a new thing. I'm like yeah, this isn't as good as like Last Airbender, but like I'm not asking it to be that good because like Jesus Christ, it's Last Airbender. Like what do you want from me?
Yeah. What do you want from me?
Like what do you fucking want from me? It's the Last Airbender. Nothing's that good. But I was like yeah, that was fine. That was all right. I mean, it was like pretty decent. And I'm like okay, we should walk away from that. That guy killed himself.
Yeah. That guy killed himself by dumping lava onto him.
That guy, those dudes fucking blew themselves up the end of the season. I was like, yeah, real shit.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so let's just go through a couple of quick little reactions to this episode.
Yeah.
For some reason, hold on.
Yeah. Jim Blue does not react to this.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. So like I mentioned a couple of times, I get most of these responses just from the Wikipedia page in the article of the episode. And most of the time that these include a section regarding Jen Blue's critiques. This doesn't, for some reason. I don't know. I'm completely positive that she has something to say about these episodes. But whoever edits these Wikipedia pages determined not to to include them, so I'm not reading that shit. Like, I'm not reading that shit raw because it'll take forever, and like, I'm sure that I honestly don't want to know what Jen Blue has to say about this episode. I'm honestly sure that I do not. I do see that there is some kind of like, there's a different person who had some sort of like feminist, like feminism theory analysis of the episode. I'm not reading this because I don't know who Kevin Fletcher is. But that doesn't seem relevant to me. Okay, Candlelight Wedding received positive reviews. Emily St. James gave the episode an A-, considering it to be one of the best episodes of the show. Articles in New York Daily News and Entertainment Weekly. We used to get articles in Entertainment Weekly about this shit. Described the episode as charming and surprisingly complex. Is it? I feel like the standard of bar of what used to be considered complex for a children's cartoon must have been way lower before, like, Steam Universe, huh?
Maybe like, I don't know, complex for 6-year-olds?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just like, you know, but it's like in this era before like like the idea of serialized storytelling in children's cartoons was really like
Cartoon,
more
like,
common.
it was like, yeah, cartoons didn't try and tell a story. Like fucking Avatar tried to tell a story, and it was wildly successful. And then we had to wait like 6 years where we got to MLP where it tried to tell a story.
Yeah. Well, to be fair to Avatar, Avatar was very critically successful, but also Nickelodeon hated it for some fucking reason
Yeah,
while it was airing.
I don't know why Nickelodeon hated it because it was so popular.
It was super popular. Nickelodeon fucking hated it, and they distributed the season or book three on fucking line instead of on television. Do you remember that shit?
That was for
You'd like
Korra.
go on the internet. No, they did that shit with book three too.
They did that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, they maybe it was just the second half of book. I watched some of book three online, on fucking Nick.com or something.
Wait,
like
I
that.
remember they were marketing some episodes like, yeah, create an account on Nick.com to watch these Avatar episodes.
Yeah. That was the only way they were airing, at least as far as I remember. Maybe I'm wrong about that. They always seem to hate this shit, man. I don't know, but yeah, serialized storytelling in children's cartoons was not very common, and not that that's being employed here, but I think as that becomes more common, I mean, it's 2012 right now, so in the next 5 years, as that becomes more common with
Mm-hmm.
when Adventure Time starts to become more serialized, Steven Universe, obviously, again, sort of Netflix exclusive shows like Voltron, She-Ra, crap like that, as shows intended for children that are deliberately telling a story in which you need to watch every single episode sequentially in order to understand the story. As that becomes more common, as it becomes an easier, because sort of the thing with that is I think in children's storytelling, that's always been sort of frowned upon in certain areas, because it's well, you can't really expect children to make sure they're watching every single episode of the show, or you don't want kids to feel like they're being punished for missing an episode,
Yeah, like what if a kid
Um,
missed an episode?
yeah, you don't want kids to feel like they're being punished for missing an episode or get confused, because then they'll turn it off and watch fucking SpongeBob, right? But then as basically as the digital era became more apparent, you have these ways to make sure that kids are able to watch these episodes, by posting reruns online, like cartoonnetwork.com and shit like that, or again, things like Netflix, where it's just on this, always there on demand. You can't miss an episode of She-Ra because every single episode of She-Ra is on Netflix
Mm-hmm.
all the time, right? So that is sort of a more of an easier barrier to be yeah, you can do that stuff with She-Ra on Netflix, and or She-Ra on Voltron and whatever, because there's no need to be concerned about kids skipping episodes, because it's basically impossible to do that accidentally, more or less, right? And and then it just became other networks just wanting to copy that because it was successful and things like that. But these days, back in these days, you're not getting that kind of stuff in My Little Pony.
Back in these
right?
days, you either watch the episode as it aired and hope to God someone uploaded it to YouTube.
Yeah, but you're not feeling you need to watch every single episode of season. If we skipped 4 episodes of season 2, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Right?
have mattered.
If you were a kid and you just missed 2 weeks of My Little Pony, it's that doesn't matter, as long as you make sure you're there for the finale or whatever.
Mhm.
Which they advertise the hell out of, so you probably wouldn't miss it.
10 a.m. this Saturday, kids.
10 a.m. this Saturday, kids. Tell your parents.
My Little Pony
St. James
finale.
Sherilyn Connolly of SF Weekly called the music one of the best things about the show and, quote, breathtaking. Many reviewers singled out this day aria, obviously, for particular acclaim, etc., etc. I mean, this is all pretty much just this isn't really anything necessarily groundbreaking here. It's basically everybody's yeah, this episode is really good,
Mhm.
which it was. There's nothing really new being said here. This episode is good. All the set pieces were really nice. It's just good. just a good time on these episodes. That's pretty much. I don't really see any like dissenting voices on this episode in terms of like the quality.
The reviews and the fandom, they love this episode.
Everybody loved this episode. It's I would say it's definitely like one of the most beloved sort of episodes in the entire show. You know, these two parties.
If you picked a random MLP fan and asked them what their favorite episode was, the season 2 finale might be it.
Yeah, it might be the one. Yeah, it's probably definitely one of the more well remembered like two-parters. You know, because some of those two-parters later kind of suck.
A little bit, a little bit.
You know, I think like if you had to be like, if you had like polled like 100 people and be like, what's the best like season finale in My Little Pony, it would probably be a toss-up between Candlelit Wedding and Magical Mystery Cure.
Season 2 also sets the precedence going forward that the season will start with, besides season 3 is weird, it will start with a two-parter season starter and a two-parter season finale.
Yeah, and then that trend is immediately broken by season 3.
Yeah.
Which is weird because season 3 is a weird season anyway.
And then they resume it back for season 4 and onwards.
And then every single season after this will also feature 4 episodes being two-parters and then the remaining 22 episodes being singles, I believe.
Yes.
Because every season of the show is 26 episodes long except for season 3.
Which is crazy. From 2010 to 2018, 19? Yeah. There's 26 solid episodes no matter what.
An unbroken streak of 26 weeks of television every single time except for season 3, and only because we ate half the budget for Equestria Girls.
Yes,
which is so that's the answer to that question. That's like, why is season 3 only half length? Is the show ending? Like, what the hell's going on? The answer to that question, which we didn't know about at the time, because at the time of this writing, like at the time of this airing, Equestria Girls information had not been made public at all.
It was in development.
No, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know when that information becomes public. But because we had no idea that was the case, obviously rampant speculation. But the truth of the matter is because a lot of that budget was being taken to finance the Equestria Girls spinoff. But we didn't need to do that after season 3 because we were really making fucking money at that point. And so the other 3 Equestria Girls movies and all of other related Equestria Girls media was all done without sacrificing time or budget from the core program, including also the theatrical film in 2017 or whenever the hell that was.
2018, right? No, 2018 is when it ended. 2016, 2017?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. None of that would ever affect the budget of the show again.
Because this show made bank.
Because the show was making tons of money. And Equestria Girls was also making enough money to justify itself, too. Which is nice, I guess. It's nice if you like Equestria Girls.
It cannot be understated. If you were a My Little Pony fan, you were spoiled for how much you got.
Yeah, we were really getting just tons of stuff back then, just tons and tons of shit. Pretty much nonstop for the whole time. The train did not stop until the end, really.
The entire 2010s, almost a solid decade of hundreds of episodes, comics, music, merch.
Yeah, probably the gap between season 1 and season 2, I think that was the longest gap maybe we had, in terms of just straight up no content.
About 8-ish months, I think.
About 8-ish months. So there's about a 7-month gap between season 2 and season 3, and during that time, basically nothing is happening from the Hasbro side of things.
Yep.
But then after season 3 starts, we have the comic books that are ongoing, and those run in the off season. We have Equestria Girls, which I believe aired between seasons.
The comics and Equestria Girls were between seasons, yes.
Yeah, and then pretty much everything after that would be season Equestria Girls movie or some kind of bullshit. Again, the comics ran for many, many, many years.
The comics have over 100 issues.
Yeah, the comics ran for many, 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 many years. There was pretty much always something on or coming down the pipe with My Little Pony, basically from 2012 to the time the show was over. like from like late 2012, like when season 3 kicked off, to like the day that Gen 4 ended. And even then, technically, when the Gen 4 show ended, there was still that ponytails crap afterwards.
There was that weird My Little Ponytails afterwards for like a year.
For like a year until Gen 6 kicked off. And
Gen 5.
I mean Gen 5 kicked off. And then
Everyone hated it.
And then the train derailed because Gen 5 fucking sucked.
Are you excited for Gen 6 and the movie live action movie next year?
No.
No.
No to both of those. No, I'm not. There's no real winning with Gen 6. Like if Gen 6 is like a rehash of Gen 4, and it's like, okay, so we have no original ideas here. But if it's something new, it's like it has a hell of a like stigma on its fucking head to like not suck.
It's gonna have to not go the way of Gen 5 where it tried to lead off of Gen 4.
Yeah, it needs to just like they're in a weird pickle with this show because like, you know, these kinds of like you know, generational retcons or whatever, like that My Little Pony used to be able to do, you know, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, 3.5, you know, and into Gen 4.
No one cared.
You know, no one cared, right? Because that was something that we were kind of used to back from like the 80s to the early 2000s and you know, even a little bit into the 2010s. G.I. Joe did that crap. Fucking Transformers did that crap all the time. I mean, that was like Transformers' whole sort of thing, right?
Transformers, the whole thing was rebooting every time.
And other shows also had, you know, maybe not quite the same, but like, you know, Power Rangers reboots every year, right? Power Rangers was obviously going strong through the 90s and the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. So like it's that expectation. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did this to great success multiple times.
Multiple times. Every single Ninja Turtle show is like popular in its own way.
Yeah, many times as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles managed to reboot itself for a modern audience and meet rapid success. I mean, Batman did this shit too. Spider-Man did this shit. You know, lots of cartoons, you know, were with this expectation that once the audience outgrows it, we'll just reboot and try again for a new audience. That's how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has managed to stay relevant over the years because it's reinvented itself at the times, you know. My Little Pony also did that for the more or less, but there were two problems with this, and one was nobody expected Gen 4 to be as popular as it was. This was not the plan, right? Like, nobody went into making Friendships Magic expecting it to basically supersede every other version of My Little Pony forever.
They
right?
didn't expect it to outperform fucking Transformers.
Yeah, nobody expected this show to be like what it was. And so it outlasted it lasted way longer than previous iterations of the franchise. And because of the sort of unique fan base that it garnered, and due to the period of time that it was in, people are now less receptive to this idea of rebooting My Little Pony, you know, because it's been around for so long in one iteration that now you don't want to see a new iteration of it. You want to see stuff that you like grew up with or that you like. You don't want to see Gen 5 anymore. But like that stuff kind of didn't. Also because I think a key ingredient of this is that there has to be enough downtime for this kind of stuff. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles didn't go from the original 80s cartoon straight into like the like 2000s era cartoon like right away.
There was about a 5-year gap after the 80s show ended.
Yeah, there was like a 5-year gap after like the 80s show was over. All the movies had like kind of come and gone, right? Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was off the board for a minute. And then when it came back, it was there for a new audience that probably didn't remember the old version. So they have nothing to compare it to. Like this is their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because this is the only thing that they know. They don't know the old show. Maybe they do, but it's not like it's not like they're turtles. It's like that's like some old shit, you know. Like, and the same is true again with like Batman cartoons. You know, there was a significant gap in time between when like Batman the animated series ended versus like when the Batman started airing in like the early 2000s or something like that, or whenever that was.
Yep.
There's enough time for like the original audience to move on and for a new audience to fill their place. This is also why Power Rangers eventually crashed and burned, because Power Rangers was on the air for like 25 consecutive fucking years.
Power Rangers was a yearly renewal.
Yeah, and so it just became.
This could
to
be
a
said
point
about
where it's-
Sentai as well.
Well, yeah, and that has its own problems. But like, it doesn't give the audience time to move on. But people who are sticking around are unhappy because they're not moving on, stuff like that. I don't think there was enough time between Gen 4 and Gen 5 to warrant like that. I think they probably could have waited a little longer to like let Gen 4 just kind of like rest peacefully for a few years, like a little longer than they did. But it also doesn't help that Gen 5 just genuinely kind of sucked. And also because it wanted to evoke Gen 4, you shouldn't have done that.
That's the thing. It's like with Transformers, like every legacy character gets a new version in the reboots.
Yeah.
In-
you have to tread... Go
In
ahead.
Gen 5 MLP, they just made Gen 5 a time skip after Gen 4.
Shouldn't do that. Nobody wants to watch a cartoon and in the first like episode of the cartoon it says, hey, all the characters that you loved from Gen 4 are dead now. What? I mean, that's the implication, right? Like, Gen 5 starts in a really weirdly bad vibe where it's like Equestria has gone down the shitter.
Everyone's racist.
Everybody, like, a friendship and equality and shit like that are nowhere to be
Everything
found.
that Twilight and her friends fought for over 9 years.
Are all it's all gone, and also it's been so long that they're all dead now. Except for Twilight should be immortal, but she's gone. Like, where did she go? We're never going to tell you that.
They never explain what happened to her, by the way.
Right? And it sets a really weird tone. And because this is supposed to be, because they wanted to make this a sequel to Gen 4, and that it's like, well, you've just kind of retroactively kind of ruined Gen 4 for me. Not like I don't really think that, but like, that's kind of the impression that everybody was given, was like, hey, none of that mattered.
And
You
then
know,
it became
the future is bad.
then it became
Gen
so much
5
that
was
people just
just its
ignore
own-
Gen 5.
If Gen 5 was just its own thing, and if all that stuff was the same, like, you know, the races, like the sub races of ponies don't get along, and like all that crap, like that could have been fine if it wasn't connected to Gen 4 whatsoever. This is a different iteration of My Little Pony. Those characters are in their own little timeline over there, and this has nothing to do with them, right? I think that Gen 5 would have at least, I don't know, like, honestly, again, like, that's not really the most major problem with Gen 5, and the most major problem with Gen 5 is that it's just kind of, like, not really that good. But, like, I think that it would have gone a long way towards at least building some goodwill for returning fans if, like, they didn't do that. If they didn't, like, force a connection to Gen 4
Do you
out of that.
Do you think if they just didn't outright say at the very beginning this was a time skip, if they revealed the time skip in like the middle of the series, do you think it would have been reciprocated better?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, people at least would be, like, interested by the idea. If they'd followed through with it,
Yeah.
like, if they explained what happened. But it's still, I think it's still a hard sell to be like, this is a time skip to a world that is worse than what you left it off as.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the world is just worse than it used to be. Like, when we left the world of Friendship is Magic in season 9, you know, the world was like good and like at peace and what, I mean, not like it's a war or whatever, but like
they had
things were
solved
good.
every issue that was present to them.
Yeah, I'm sure new issues came up, but you would expect your heroes to be able to solve those problems now too.
Yeah.
Especially because the end of the show is kind of about Twilight Sparkle feeling that, like, getting into the idea that it's her world now. Like,
It's her
in charge
responsibility.
now. Yeah. I don't want to end season 9 feeling like I should not be comfortable with the fact that the world's in Twilight's hands, and then knowing that
She fucks it
X
up.
amount of years down the line, everything is worse than ever. worse than it was before Celestia and Luna showed up in the first place.
Yeah.
Because at least those the fucking tribes and like the Hearthwarming Eve story managed to find harmony amongst themselves without needing a god to tell them to do that. But now we've gotten worse. Shouldn't the Wendigos be here?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they?
They should be
come back
because all
Shouldn't
all the tribes hate each other now.
Yeah, right. But again, if this was like a totally separate continuity, and it's like this is our starting ground, it's like okay, I could see like I could get into
But
that.
it's not. It's the same continuity.
But but it's not. It's the same continuity. But also like this show isn't really for us. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been. Like Gen 5 should have nothing to do with us, like legacy Gen 4 fans. The worst thing you can do with a new iteration of a show, especially something like this, is like try to appeal to older fans.
That is the issue. It was made for Gen 4 fans, and it shouldn't have been. I agree with that 100%.
But also, it wasn't. Like it was, but it was intended to make us want to watch. Like there was an effort on Hasbro's part to re-entice Gen 4 fans to return to the show for the new show, because they were probably hoping that they could recreate the fucking glory days of the Brony fandom, i.e. big money bags. But they failed to account for the fact that you literally just cannot recapture that kind of lightning in a bottle. And also, everybody who was there in 2012 is fucking 10 years older now.
Yeah.
I still watch cartoons and stuff, so I can't say that. But like, a lot of those people don't watch cartoons anymore.
A lot of people don't watch cartoons anymore. They have a job, they have a family now,
or are so burnt out on what happened in Gen 4 that they aren't interested in coming back. Trying to recultivate a legacy fan base instead of trying to build a new one of the next generation is not ever a good fucking idea. And it's an idea that fucking Hasbro keeps it's a mistake that Hasbro intentionally makes over and over and over with every fucking single thing they own. Power Rangers, fucking Transformers, My Little Pony. They are so obsessed with trying to rekindle a relationship with a fan base that fucking hates them. That they have made no effort to try to connect to a new generation of fans, i.e. fucking children. New children. There are new kids out there who haven't seen My Little Pony before, and I'm sure that they would love the fucking crap that you're peddling if you would peddle it to them instead of me.
Yeah.
But they kind of try to do both with Gen 5, where like this is clearly meant to be something like, obviously it's a kid show for kids. It's delivered in the same exact way that, Gen 4 was, or it's not intended to be. It's not written for adults. Like I'm not getting a special adult enjoyment out of it or whatever, but like it's clearly something that like a 6-year-old would probably enjoy, but they're not like, you can't have both. Like, if you want those 6-year-olds to watch it, you got to market it to those 6-year-olds and just let me be. You got to make it clear that this is not my show anymore and it's their show now. But like, I am also trying to sell this to me, an adult who used to watch My Little Pony, then it's like, okay, like what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's like, yeah, go on.
Go ahead.
It's, again, we can just say for what it is. It's clearly nostalgia bait. It is the same thing they've been doing with Transformers for decades. At least with fucking like Batman or TMNT or Spider-Man. It's like, yeah, you can nostalgia bait us a little, but then the creators, the creatives of the show or the comic go out of their way to make sure this is a new take, this is a new thing.
Yeah, like, for better or worse, like, no other Batman, TV show, like cartoon, has tried to be like. No other Batman wants to be the Tim Bruce cartoon. They want to be its own thing. Because they know that they can't, first of all, like, everyone knows they can't touch that. Like, yeah. But they're not trying to be that because they already made that. Nobody wants to do that again. Like, nobody wants to fucking copy somebody else's work, necessarily, right? But again, this is the same shit that they do. They do this with fucking Transformers, time after fucking time. They've been doing this with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the last 10 fucking goddamn years.
Remember Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, kids? No? Well, do your parents
You know,
remember it?
No. Fucking no. They don't. You know, like, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are the only Power Rangers toys on shelves right now.
Yep.
Because, like, and there's not even a TV show to go with it. Like, they can't even get anything off the ground with Power Rangers right now. But they're still intent on nostalgia baiting just the most popular iteration of the franchise, which is the same problem that they have with fucking Transformers too, where they only want to fucking bait for Gen 1 crap instead of any of the others. You know, sometimes they'll throw you a bone if you're like fucking Beast Morphers or whatever.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars. Beast Morphers is a season of Power Rangers.
That was the last one, I think.
No, Beast Morphers is Go Busters. The last season of Power Rangers was Cosmic Fury.
Oh yeah, the one with the custom suits.
Yeah. And that shit sucked. But yeah, so like basically, I mean, the bottom line of this here is like, if Gen 6 is going to be a real thing, it's got to just like be its own fucking thing. It's got to honestly be something that I don't even fuck care about. For it to succeed
I
that.
gotta.
I would like to.
I mean, I'm interested in it. I'm gonna watch it just to see, but still.
I don't want it, but I don't want to watch this and be like, this was made for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like that. You know? I would like to see a competent, well-made show. I'd actually like to see a show that is like more well-made than like Gen 4 was.
Mm-hmm.
As much as we like Gen 4, it is fucking disaster a lot of the time.
Yeah.
In terms of like when you compare it to shows that came after it, which again, like, it's sort of a product of the time that it was in. But like, we spent like half of the retrospective of this episode like railing these episodes which we liked for things that are just like blatantly inconsistent in the lore and in the episodes and stuff, because it wasn't crap that they were fucking thinking about. They didn't care, right?
They didn't care.
They're not here to like make a cohesive world that these characters live in and like whatever. They're just here to write episodes, like, you know. But that's different. It's kind of different now with the way that like children's programming is done. But like back then, it's like, yeah, Twilight Sparkle has a brother that she never mentioned to anybody before. Just fucking roll with it. Who cares? You know?
There's a third god that no one ever heard of.
There's a third god that no one ever heard of. Just shut up. Just watch the show.
Just watch the show. Buy the toy.
Watch the fucking show. Watch the fucking toy. Fuck you. Yeah, but now it's like different. And also, if they made a live action My Little Pony movie, I mean, that's probably gonna suck.
The live action movie is probably gonna suck.
That's just probably gonna suck ass. I mean, let's and it probably won't be. The thing about that is, probably won't be Gen 4. It will probably be Gen 1. You know, like it'll definitely try to dig into that 80s nostalgia instead of like the more popular like modern iteration of the franchise, to try to get like a wider audience of people into theaters.
Hey, there's still a chance we'll see Applejack then.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, the He-Man movie. You know, like,
yeah,
that movie's not good. That movie's drawing on like the original iteration of the show, not like any other version of He-Man, no matter how popular those may be. I don't know, because I don't like He-Man, but like, you know, or like, you know,
yeah.
all the you know, the older like Transformers movies were all like Gen 1 stuff. Like, I mean, even then, like when they branched out, they would branch out to like, you know, Beast Wars. That was it. You know, you're not gonna see anything from like fucking like Enertron or some shit like that. Like, you're not gonna see any of that crap in those movies, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think
it's a shame.
Talking horses, though. Talking horses.
I think it's either going to be CGI horses or talking horses that are just normal horses and have people speak for them, and they move the lips CGI.
That'd be really funny. They're definitely going to be CGI. Like, they're going to be like weird. They're going to be like CGI versions of the big blobby Gen 1 horses, and it's going to be really weird.
Yeah, it's gonna be really weird. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, looking forward to that. While we're talking about present day, do you want to do the modern fandom segment first, real quick?
I have 3 things for the modern fandom segment.
Go ahead. I might have the same exact things that you do.
First off, we have The My Little Pony comic collection is being reprinted.
Oh yeah, that's right. What's the date on that?
Let me double check that for you. Let's see.
I must have missed this. I know you mentioned this to me, but I must have like scrolled past it by accident.
It's going to be a Kickstarter for a reprint for
Motherfucker.
the entire comic run in hardcover editions.
Woof.
They have
Yeah, I'm
not,
sure that's.
They have not stated a date yet.
Yeah, but because they have to fund it, it's not even. It hasn't even launched yet.
It hasn't even launched yet.
I thought that they were just going to reprint the books and just put them in stores. I guess
I
that would
did
be
too, but no, this
I
is
guess
a,
that would be wishful thinking. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I want to buy the entire line
in hardcover.
in a hardcover. Yeah, I don't think I really want that actually. I would have just liked if I could just get like a couple volumes.
If I could get the arc that I want, that I like.
Yeah, if I could just get like a couple, like I would just get like the Chrysalis arc or some shit like that, or like some of those like one shots or something would have been nice. But sure, I'm sure this will get
the entire run.
I'm sure this will get. I'm sure this will get funded.
Oh, absolutely! It's for this is for collectors only.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a tier for like fucking like a digital copy or something.
That might be it. You get a digital copy for one of the lower tier backer rewards.
So is this? Did I just see Boom Studios on? Oh wait, because Hasbro owns Boom.
Yeah, this is Boom Studios publishing it, not IDW.
So they got the. I guess they got the stuff from IDW. Like they got the rights from IDW, or maybe IDW's. Yeah, IDW's rights on it lapsed probably.
Yep, probably.
I was like, oh yeah, the Boom. I looked up the Boom comics, and I was like, no, wait, they didn't. The Boom didn't exist yet back then.
The other thing I have is there is a website called Symbiote Studios that is making new My Little Pony plushies.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is one of the ones that I have. These look nice.
These plushies look good. Let me get them on screen for everybody.
Put some of this up on the screen for me.
Let's see. Let me get Celestia. Where are you, Celestia? Say pick screenshots. Yeah, we got this little thing. We got Luna. We got fucking Equestria Girl plushies.
Yeah, that was weird to see that. I didn't realize they were gonna do Equestria Girls plushies.
Keep those on screen for a little bit. Hi, Kaiju.
Hi, Kaiju. You can catch the VOD, don't worry.
Let me get Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle on screen.
That fucking Luna would have fucking changed the fucking lives back in the day.
That Luna would have changed lives. I got a custom Luna plushie back in like 2012.
No man, Jesus, I'm looking at the like issues for the IDW stuff. There was 102 issues in the main series.
Yes.
And then just like a bunch of fucking like spin-off stuff, stuff.
There was like
38 issues of Friends Forever.
100 issues of the main line, and then also 100 issues of spin-off stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking books here. Yeah, these look great. These look really cute, actually. Like, I actually really like these a lot. They look really nice.
Do not separate them.
Yeah, do not separate them. Yeah, I was surprised at how nice these look, to be honest with you.
Let's see, and my third bit of modern fandom news, if you're in fucking Atlantic City, New Jersey, Sunshine PonyCon is happening.
I also had the Sunshine PonyCon. Is this like a new con?
This is a new con. This is a new convention, correct?
How in the hell are we getting new PonyCons in 2026?
Yep. It's like first ever event in Atlantic City, New Jersey this July.
That's fucked up. I mean, good for them. I hope they do good.
I do too.
Hope they I am definitely not going to that, but
I don't live on the East Coast.
Well, yeah, I'm already traveling for a con this year anyway. I have 2 cons in the same month this year, so I can't afford this. It's probably the same fucking month.
Oh God.
Yeah. The only other thing that I have is 2 new fucking add-ons for the My Little Pony role-playing game.
Oh, I
Um,
missed this.
yeah, I didn't know they were still making. Hold on. I didn't know they were still making these. And I don't actually know much about the My Little Pony role-playing game in the first place. Why did that not?
Discord's being weird lately. It's been doing that.
There we go.
It's
It's
oh,
Diamond Dice Disaster and Trixie's Disappearing Act. For
I
the official season 4 and season 5 of the official My Little Pony role-playing game.
Huh.
I suppose.
There was a 2018 tabletop RPG, and they made a second edition in 2023.
So that must be what this is for.
Yeah, this is definitely for the 2023 edition.
Hmm.
Huh. I mean, cool. I'm glad they're getting it.
Yeah, I'm sure that all 5 people who play these
Who play this
will be
system?
super happy about that. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm positive. Yeah. That's all I have for modern day. Not a lot last. I mean, that was pretty good stuff for the last 2 weeks, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like scrolling about some of the comic stuff, and I have there's a bit about the sales here. By October 12th, 2012, which would be so November, or I think it was October. Hold on, when did the first issue air, or like when did the first issue come out? Because that's actually important to know.
It's important.
Issue. Okay, so issue 1 of the My Little Pony comic was published November the 28th, 2012. And so by October 2012, which is the month before it came out, there were over 90,000 pre-orders for the issue 1 for the number 1 in North America, which is better sales than Uncanny X-Men was getting in 2012.
Yeah, they were outselling the fucking X-Men.
They were outselling the X-Men in 2012. By October 2013, the entire series had sold 1 million copies. These comics were hot. I collected these comics.
I did too. I used to have some physical copies with me.
I collected I like at least the first arc, maybe the first 2 arcs. I'm trying to look, I could like probably tell you where I stopped reading. It looks like I probably stopped reading around issue 14.
Oh, you stopped
like,
early.
The pirate stuff. Well, I stopped collecting them at that time, yeah. But I also did collect a lot of the one shots, like the character books.
Mm-hmm.
But the micro series, I believe, is what they were called.
It's just because the main artist they got for it, Andy Price, his art is gorgeous.
Oh yeah. The art in I still remember like the art in the Chrysalis arc. It was very good stuff. It was very, very good stuff. It was quite excellent. But I sold all of these a long time ago. Like
Understandable.
So I don't have.
I lost mine. I don't know where they are. They're probably still at my parents or something.
Maybe. My Little Pony the movie prequel. Apparently, I'm also reading that issues 89 to 102 were billed as season 10 of the show.
Yes, they are. The last couple issues is an entire arc that is season 10 of the show.
Is that like post time skip?
No, it's pre-time skip.
Okay. Well,
it is meant to be a bunch of ideas they had for episodes that they never got around to.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, we can read that. Definitely at some point.
When we get there.
I guess after season 9, I guess we can read that, yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see what we've got for the old days here. Just basically just one thing. Well, not one thing, but the one thing on this is there was a tweet from one of the staffers, like I said, that name dropped Queen Chrysalis and also confirmed that Kathleen Barr is the one who voices her. Because again, they did not motherfucking name that character in the goddamn episode.
They did. It had to be in a tweet, so we find out her fucking name.
I should have mentioned this when we were talking about the song. It's a fun little song thing. The DB major, the chord for BBBFF, the chord that was in apparently, hold on. So I have to read this whole thing. So in the the main verse of that song, the chord progression that they use in that, I don't know a lot about music here, so I'm just kind of reading this, is what's called an authentic cadence. And then in the reprieve that she does later in the episode, the chord progression is called a deceptive cadence. Because it's like, you get it? Because it's like,
Yeah.
that's when the other kid, yeah. Just a little Daniel
funny.
Ingram joke for us there, I suppose. I mentioned this earlier, April 24th, 2012. My Little Pony season 2 finale breaks records for audience attendance, so like viewership. I believe it is first episode earned year-to-year against. This is all really boring stuff. Basically, this is like the most watched episode of the show while it was airing. Probably due in no small part to the just massive amounts of publicity they gave the goddamn episodes with all the posters and the websites and the fucking
Advertise.
and stuff. Yeah, all the advertising.
Did you know Hasbro promoted "Win a Trip to London" with this?
Yeah, they definitely did do that. Yeah. We got a sneak peek at a Wave 4 blind bags from something like a promotion in Europe. This Wave 4, I don't know if you remember this one, is just the one where they're all translucent crystal colors.
Mm-hmm. I had some of those.
Yeah, I suppose these are probably, this is not something we're necessarily supposed to see yet. This is probably meant to come out to coincide with the Crystal Kingdom stuff, if I would have to.
Absolutely.
Imagine. I would have to guess, based on what they fucking are. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, poll from... Here's another poll classic for us. Poll from Equestria Daily. Who is the best main pony of Season 2? The answer may or may not surprise you.
I would love to. Let's see. Who was the best main pony? Okay. Oh yeah. I guess.
34,000 people voted on this, which is a far cry from back in the old days. And, well, last year when we got 200 people voting on this crap.
Twilight wins by a landslide.
Twilight wins. Hey, Rarity's not in last place anymore. And now it's Applejack.
Wow. I still don't get why the fandom just hated Applejack.
I have no idea.
They were wrong.
There's Twilight in first by a huge lead, and then it's Pinky, then it's Fluttershy, then it's Rainbow Dash, then it's Rarity, then it's Applejack.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Gee, Fluttershy. What did Fluttershy get higher on their ratings than Rainbow Dash?
Probably around the Iron Will and Hurricane Fluttershy episode, maybe.
Yeah, I guess she had some good publicity this season, huh?
Her only 2 episodes this season, they were both pretty good.
Yeah, they were both pretty good. She was in she had that nice song in the beginning of the season though too.
That was so long ago, I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was super long ago. Just some additional information about the Double Rainboom project, which we talked about a little bit last week. The official website was announced and posted. I bet this link is dead. Yep. I can buy this domain. I could buy doublerainboom.com for $14,000 fucking dollars.
What?
Yeah. $14,000 is the apparently Adam.com is saying that this.
I thought website domains sold for I don't know, $30 at most.
It depends on what the traffic was like and like that. It's like a value or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how this works. It's $14,000 for that domain. So there's production updates and stuff. I don't think I ever actually visited this website, to be honest with you. Back in the day, production updates, gallery, concept art, storyboards, shit like that. Just like production updates, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They also had a Tumblr and a DeviantArt, a Facebook. I'm sure that none of these exist anymore either. Nope, they don't. I'm sure that fucking dickhead deleted all of it because he's an asshole. But yeah, basically just a short update. Double Rainboom is moving along. We'll get to that eventually. Some more. This is actually not really relevant. It's more Toys R Us stuff, but it's just like not even really anything that interesting to look at. Just like more blind bags. Friendship's Magic nominated for the Leo Awards, which is a television and movie organization, like award organization in Canada. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was nominated for Best Program, Best Direction, Best Overall Sound, and Best Musical Score.
I can believe
don't
that.
know if they won any of those.
I know the show did win some awards.
They did win some awards, yeah. Let's see. Apparently it did. Apparently it did. Not this season though. It looks like it was nominated in 2012, but it would win Best Musical Score next year in 2013 for Magical Mystery Cure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and in 2020, Sonny Westbrook was nominated for Best Performance. I think that's... Is that Starlight?
You think so? I don't remember.
Hold on, I'm looking. I feel like that's Starlight Glimmer's voice actress. No, she was Cozy Glow. Oh God, right, Cozy Glow.
For Cozy
Right.
Glow?
Yeah, she was. She won 2 awards from some other stuff, not the lead award. She won 2 awards for Best Voice, and she was nominated.
The insane
sorry, she didn't-
6-year-old
sorry.
that wants to hurt people?
Yep. Sorry, she didn't win any of these awards. She was nominated for 3 awards for Best Performance for her role in the show.
I mean, her voice actor like plays it up really well.
Yeah, well, hey, good for her. But it looks like the only time that we actually won, the Model Pony actually won anything was next year. Magical Mystery Cure will win Best Musical Score in an Animated Program at the Leo Awards. So, congratulations in advance. For that, just means season 2 didn't win anything this year, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Daniel Ingram was also nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award for Find a Pet.
Huh.
Every Pony. What song is that? I do not think he won that. Let me see. Award-winning composer Daniel Ingram. Canadian composer, awards and nominations. He was indeed nominated for May the Best Pet win in 2012. He did not. He did not win. He was also nominated for Becoming Popular at the same Daytime Emmys, which he also did not win. He will win the 2013 Leo Award for Best Musical Score for, again, Magical Mystery Cure next year. He was nominated for the 2014 Leo Award for Best Musical Score for Pinky Pride in season 4, I believe.
Good job, Pinky, for having pride.
He won the 2016 Leo Award for Best Musical Score for Crusaders of the Lost Mark. And he was nominated for a 2017 Leo Award for Best Musical Score for Heartwarming Tale, and a 2017 Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Original Song in a Non-Drama Series for Legends of Everfree from fucking the third Equestria Girls movie.
Okay.
So, sure. Awesome.
Also,
All right.
I did find the tweet that named Chrysalis.
Oh, good. It's just like Kathleen Barr voices this character, right?
Shout out to R. Dart for the awesome design of Queen Crystals and her minions.
Oh yeah, and her minions. They're not minions, Jason.
They're her kids.
Last thing I have here is this one last poll for us. Best or favorite song of season 2. You may not be particularly shocked at the results here.
I am not shocked at all by this.
Yeah.
Let me get that on screen.
I'm surprised Love is in Bloom had more fucking votes than BBBFF. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Like,
Maybe we did this poll too fucking close to the end of the show.
maybe we
'cause this
did
is,
too
like,
close to the end of the
really
show.
This is like really fucking lopsided.
If you had
Yeah.
asked this question during the middle of the season, the Flim Flam Brothers song would have won.
Yeah, or maybe Find a Pet.
Yeah, Find a Pet or Smile.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, Smile. I mean, this day Aria taking a whopping 38% of the votes. Smile Song being 30%. Love is in Bloom with 6% of the votes. I don't.
That
really don't
that
get
song
that.
sucked.
That song sucks. And Flim Flam, but like, if you had asked this before Smile came out, then it would have been Flim Flam Brothers take first, Find a Pet takes second, Becoming Popular takes third, which is like, yeah, like I would agree with that probably. And then, but then like Smile and This Day Aria just completely fucking shit up on this fucking register here.
The Perfect Stallion at 1%, and the fucking Christmas song at 0%.
At 0%, yeah. Perfect Stallion's not like that bad. Like, it's fine.
They did fine.
Like,
with
Heart
it.
Carol is like whatever. Like, I mean, nobody's gonna. I can't believe 268 people said their favorite song was Heart Carol. Like, what the hell's wrong with 268 of those people?
They like the Christmas special a lot.
Yeah, I guess they just really like the fucking Christmas special. Yeah. If anything, maybe this list makes like 669 people said the Perfect Stallion is their favorite song. All right, sure, man.
Let's see. Da-da-da.
That's all I have.
I have that.
I went about 2 weeks out.
I have the numbers for the season 2 records.
Oh, okay, great.
Hey, guess what? Over 1 million people watched this episode.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, a lot of people watched this.
Let's see, that's about 3, 5, 100, 6. Yeah, over 1 million people watched this fucking episode.
Yep.
That's, yeah, I am unsurprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, it's definitely like I mean, their marketing was very successful. Like, there's really no other way to say, like, they did a really fucking hardcore job marketing this episode. It paid off super hard. I don't know why they chose to do that, honestly. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, why do we market this so hard?
I mean, I guess they saw they saw the writing on the wall that the show was super popular.
Yeah, I guess they did. They're like, let's just go all in on marketing the finale. Just like, let's make sure people understand that they don't want to miss this shit. I don't even think it's like I don't think they were like that confident. Like, not that they didn't have a reason to be confident in the episodes, but like, I don't think they were supremely confident in like Candlelight Wedding. I think they were just like, we have a theme. Let's just like, we have a theme. We want people to watch this shit. Let's just go all in on it.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out.
I am also like, yeah, fucking Cadence and Shining Armor leaked a whole year beforehand. I am genuinely surprised Chrysalis did not leak at all.
I cannot fucking believe. Yeah, we said this already before, but I cannot fucking believe that they managed to keep Chrysalis contained until, you know, she actually appeared in the episode. Like, I you know, the reason why really is because she didn't have toys.
She didn't have a toy yet.
Like Shining Armor and Princess Cadence leaked because the toys, like toy stuff, like the toy designs were leaked. It's not like anything from like the show production side of things leaked. Mm-hmm. It was purely like a Hasbro leak, basically, like Hasbro's toy production. Because Chrysalis didn't have any toys because she's a bad guy and we're not allowed to make toys of those apparently. There was no like avenue for that stuff to leak early. Because we don't make toys of the fucking bad guys.
And then she gets a toy later on.
I mean, we change our minds on that later, right? Yeah, but like, I mean, Nightmare Moon doesn't have a toy still right now, I think, or she just got one, maybe.
She just got one.
No, that was just Luna, wasn't it?
It might have been Luna. It might have been.
I think it was
Luna.
just season 2 Luna. Yeah, I don't think Nightmare Moon has a toy yet. Yeah, we don't make toys of the bad guys. It's probably just a holdover from how they did things back in the day with My Little Pony, like, because like, you know, the way they want the kids to play with the toys is not to like fucking smash them together like fucking G.I. Joes.
Why is Sophisto picking like the horniest art bring Queen Chrysalis for all these
Well,
posts.
as it's only horny stuff. That's all we got.
That's all we got for her.
That's the only stuff I got for you. Yeah. Yeah, but like I mean, like Gen 3 didn't even have antagonists at all. So like, they weren't even like bad guys in season like Gen 3 at all. Like it was just like interpersonal conflict or whatever.
It was just them doing stupid shit and fucking up. Mostly Minty.
Mostly Minty, yeah. I mean, by and large, I mean, My Little Pony. I mean, Friendship's Magic doesn't really have like antagonists most of the time. There's very few and far between.
And all their villains they kill.
And all the villains they kill except Trixie. You know, yeah, they kill a lot of them. Like they can't come back or whatever. Like, you know, and that's like we'll start getting more of that next season with like Sombra and then fucking Tirak in season 5 or whatever. Shit like that. Like we'll start actually getting like, I mean, that's basically what like season openers and season finales became, is like you're going to get like a big villain. Like there's going to be like a real like thing going on, you know, like King Sombra, motherfucking, you know, whatever. Like that's kind of also going to be the standard going forward, which again, Magical Mystery Cure will violate that standard as soon as we set it. But you know, that's fine because Magical Mystery Cure was doing a different thing, selling toys.
Selling toys, you know.
Selling new toys. Hey kids, you already got a Twilight Sparkle doll? Well, now she's got wings, so go buy another
Now
one.
she's
motherfucker.
got wings and get her again.
Go buy another one. Hell yeah.
Oh, you got I got nothing left for the fandom segment. Do you?
No, that's all I got for this one.
Any closing words?
This season was really good.
This season was just so good. I love this season.
As good as this season is, I'm very excited to get season 3 as well, because it's not potentially better, I think, than season 2. I looked at the season 3 episode list after I got done with the season 2 last night, and I was like, man, we're in for some really good shit.
We're in for some
Speaking of
good
which-
shit.
Speaking of which, for that, we actually have to... Let me pull that back up for a sec, because we got to find out, like, how we're going to go about doing season 3, because it has a weird episode count.
I thought about that. So next week we're just doing a fandom episode with Fall Equestria and an extended fandom segment, and then
That's correct.
Then we do the beginning of season 3.
Yeah, then we go to season 3.
Do you
so I think
want to do 4 episodes for season 3 per episode?
we could do that. I didn't think about doing it like that actually. Well, so there's 13 episodes, so like one episode at least will be weird, like no matter how we crush it, right?
Yeah.
We could do like, I feel like we could do like Magical Mystery Cure on its own, even though it's one episode, because like I feel like we'll probably have a lot to talk about there. Or we could do like more of a fandom segment there too, or we could do like, if we did like Crystal Empire Part 1 and 2 like on its own thing, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, because then we'd have to do Games Ponies Play and Magical Mystery Cure at the same time, which is like not really anything. Games Ponies Play isn't. I mean, it's fine, I guess.
It's a fine episode, I think.
Yeah, maybe we just. I think maybe we'll just keep it. We'll just keep it at 3, like Crystal Empire, and then Too Many Pinkie Pies. It's like that's 3. It's One Bad Apple, Magic Duel, Sleepless in Ponyville, Wonderbolt Academy, Just for Sidekicks, Apple Family Reunion. God, these are good episodes. Spike Your Service, Keep Calm and Flutter On, Games Ponies Play, and then last episode of the season is just Magical Mystery Cure. So there's like 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1.
We could do
Instead of like
3, 3, 3, 1, and
instead
then
of
for
the
the 1 we could also do another Fallout segment, maybe.
We could do another Fallout segment, or we could do the comics. We could do the Chrysalis arc of the comics. So
I am absolutely down for that.
like we could fill that time with something else at that time, or we could fucking. When did Equestria Girls come? Well, we gotta do Equestria Girls on its own.
I was thinking we did Equestria Girls after season 3 because that's what happened.
Yeah, I think like we'll do like 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1 Magical Mystery Cure, and maybe we'll also do like an arc of the comics, because that's not like super long either.
Agreed.
Because that's like 6 issues or some shit like that. And then we'll take like 2 weeks, like 2 episodes between season 3 and season 4. we'll cover another like segment of Fallout Equestria, and do like half of the like fandom segment there too. And then we'll do whichever order. We do Equestria Girls, and then cover the fandom stuff in there, and then we move on to season 4. So we
I'm
get like
so
2
excited
like,
to
weeks.
get to Equestria
Like,
Girls.
Yeah, so we get like 2 weeks between seasons, like 2 episodes between season 4 to like do extraneous stuff, and then we're back on the grind on season 4, which is when shit starts really getting fucking crazy.
That's when I was when I was going to college full time. I was like, wow, this was a weird time in my life, and I also still watch My Little Pony.
I was still watching My Little Pony. Did I watch this entire season? Let me see. Rainbow Falls, Pinky Pride. Yep, I definitely still watched all this. Maud Pie. Man, these are some good episodes in here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Twilight's King. Yeah, okay, you know what? I do know the answer to this because I'm pretty sure the last time that I bothered to watch My Little Pony like live on television was Cutie Map Part 2. Well, Part 1 and Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the season 5 opener. I don't think I watched... I did watch Slice of Life. I don't know if I watched it when it aired, but I did watch Slice of Life. Like,
it's the
on its
fandom
own
episode.
That's why I watched it, right? And then I definitely didn't watch any of this other stuff. I did not watch any of these other episodes like as they were airing until like I watched them like way later, like on my own, like years and years and years, like after like the whole show was over at that time, like, when I watched that shit. So we're rapidly approaching the end of my tenure of actually like being a part of this fandom, which is interesting. But that won't be for a while.
You're gonna. I can't wait until you start seeing new stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So like, I did watch season 6, season 7. More or less all of that. Although I don't know how much I remember it because that was like it was obviously less time ago than when I watched the show 16 years ago. But I feel like I remember that stuff better than I remember like the episodes of My Little Pony I watched like 5 years ago, which is funny. But I think I don't know if I watched any of season 8 or 9. I know I have not watched season 9. I don't think I watched season 8. Or maybe I stopped like halfway through season 8 or something.
Ready
so
for...
eventually we'll get to episodes that I legitimately have never seen before.
I can't wait for your reaction, actually. Because there's some dog shit in season 8 and 9.
Yeah, we are rapidly approaching upon the time when we get into some episodes that truly fucking suck. I feel like we haven't seen the worst of My Little Pony has to offer yet. You know, like every episode that we find that like sucks in like the first 3 seasons, it's like it's just like it's just the levels is not, it's just not the same. I don't know how to describe it, but it isn't the same kind of shit. You know, there's a difference. There's a huge difference between like some random dog ass episode of season 8 versus like fucking like Secret of My Excess. You know, because like those early episodes that are bad are just bad because they're bad scripts. But like a lot of the times in later seasons when the episode is bad, it's because like just the weight of the fucking franchise is just collapsing onto itself.
It cannot carry it.
The weight of My Little Pony is just like collapsing upon itself like a black hole of like this weird mix of like fandom expectations and like how that's affecting the writers' room and
the writers hating the fandom now.
The writers hating the fandom and nobody can determine who they're writing for anymore. And like it's just all the weird status quo changes that happen, and it is just some of these episodes just go so fucking way off track. Like at least a lot of the bad episodes that we've watched like up to this point have been very like, this is like a pretty like classic cartoon plot. It just like the execution is just like shit here.
It's just mediocre.
Like,
it's not bad. It's just mediocre.
Yeah, it's like because like the episode is like built around a moral, and just the execution is like Secret of My Excess is like that, right? Where it's like the execution of the episode is the problem because like they are essentially building a 22-minute episode around a single like a single idea, which is basically just like, hey kids, maybe don't be fucking greedy. And like there's just not substance there to that. but like once they get past the point of feeling like the show being sort of shackled to this idea of like teaching children morals or whatever, then it just starts going way off the fucking rails. We're just in for some weird shit later down the line, and some really good episodes too. But that's not consistent at all.
It's not consistent. It's one episode for every 3 or 4 bad episodes.
Yeah, it's a remarkable how inconsistent later seasons of the show become after like season like 5. Where it's just the quality, the gulf in quality is just unbelievable, like between episodes, and it's just no rhyme or reason even between like who's writing on the show. Also, because like a lot of later seasons of the show have different writing staff than who we're used to. Like some of the mainstays, Meg McCarthy, M.A. Larson, and whatever are still there, but there's a lot of other people who are writing episodes that weren't involved in like the original like 4 seasons of the show.
We get new names later on.
Yeah, we're gonna start seeing a lot of new names down the line here. Whereas like we've pretty much had like the same like 4 people writing like every episode in like the last like couple seasons, like and that'll stay true through like season 3 and most of season 4. But like season 5, they start like some people move on to other projects. They get new people in the writers' room, and it just like the vibe changes somewhere along the lines here in a really weird way. And it's very noticeable. I don't know why. I'm interested. I am really interested to like go back and re-experience this and try to pinpoint like where the vibe change happens and like why the hell it fucking happens like that. But like, it's like season 5. I don't know.
It's season 5.
Felt the vibe shift like immediately.
It's season 5 after the fandom episodes when you feel the vibe shift. I feel.
Yeah, because after that it's like fuck you, we hate you.
Fuck you, we hate you.
Yeah, it's like super vibe, just a super weird vibe shift. And also, like, I want to know how much of that was just people getting, like, ready to move on from the show around season 5. It was a little bit, it was both.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. People, like, the people felt the show should have maybe ended around 4 or 5.
It's just like, but again, it's like, it's the thing we were talking about with, like, intros and stuff. Like, you outgrow the show, By the time season 5 was airing, I mean, we've most of us have been at this for 3 or 4 or 5 years, 3 or 4 years, right? So like, you started watching this shit in high school. Now you're
in college.
Or you're getting ready to go to college, or your interests just have changed. You aren't interested in the show anymore. Just like whatever. And so like that happened to a lot of people at around season 5. It happened to a lot of people around season 4, but in season 5 it was a lot more like that. And then and so a lot of people were like kind of misdiagnosed the issue, where like the show's not good anymore, and that's why I don't care about it. Like, I don't want to watch My Little Pony because the show's bad, and not just like I've grown out of My Little Pony after like 100 episodes.
And people just decide to stick around and just hate on the show.
And some people decide to stick around and just be miserable for the next 4 years of their lives. But most people who aren't insane just quietly, moved on to other stuff. Some people stuck out, but whatever. Like, yeah, but I think like a lot of that was just like there was just some fatigue, with the fandom at around season 5. It's just like this show has been on the air for 4 years straight. We're like, I think at that point we passed the 100 episode mark, or we're getting close to the 100 episode mark. Like, I think we hit 100 in season 5, don't we?
Yeah, the fandom episode is the 100th episode.
100, right? Yeah. So we're passing. We're rubbing up on 100 episodes of the show. That's a lot of episodes for anything. We're rocking up on 100 episodes of the show. It's been 4 fucking years. Like sometimes it's just like, okay, like I've seen enough. Especially because like My Little Pony wasn't really, because again, it's an older school sort of cartoon where it's like there's no status quo's changing here. I mean, there's a couple things that are different now with like the Alicorn stuff with Twilight, whatever, but like ultimately that doesn't really affect the day-to-day very much in terms of the show. Think people would just like, it's like, okay, I've played these games before, at this point. Like, I've played this 100 times. You know, I've played this game 100 times. Like, I'm ready to move on to something else. Like, and a show like that lasts 100 episodes, and I mean, it lasts way more than that. I mean, I think it's over 200 episodes long, and there's just not a lot of major status quo changes going on. It's just like there's not a lot to keep you invested on a week-to-week basis. Like, overall, like something like, you know, One Piece is narrative driven, obviously, so like that has like, you know, you keep watching One Piece because you want to see how the story progresses. But
there's too much investment in seeing how what's going to be the One Piece.
Yeah, but even beyond that, like there's an investment in wanting to keep watching something that you know is a fucking million miles long, because there is a constant progression, even if it's like, I don't know, One Piece obviously is, you know, infamous for its fucking pace, but like, you know, anything like that that's long, you know, a lot of shonen or whatever, is like you're watching because you are invested in the plot of this story, right? Like whether it's character development or like the ongoing narrative, there's something to want to keep you coming back, even though you might be in the middle of something that's like bad or like boring or whatever, right? But My Little Pony, because it's not like, it isn't like an overarching narrative really, like it's just like serialized stuff. There's nothing really to keep you coming back unless you just want to keep seeing the characters every week. And that's good for like a while, but then eventually it's just like, okay, well, like I've seen Fluttershy do this 40 fucking times by now. You know, and that's also like where like a lot of people started to push back against My Little Pony too. It's like I've seen every possible permutation of what these characters do in any situation by this point, by like season 6. You know, there's been like 120 episodes of the show, so it's like, what are you offering me now that I haven't already seen? And which the show was just like, I mean, nothing, you know, at this point, right? And they did, like, to their credit, like, there are status quo changes that happen in season like 6. Actually, there's a lot, come to think of it.
They
like,
introduced Starlight.
They introduced Starlight. I mean, they changed the Cutie Mark Crusaders dynamic. They changed the main 6 dynamic with the school thing.
They start focusing more on the side cast rather than the main 6.
Yeah, there's more sidecast episodes. They introduced several new characters, like other races, like we've talked about, like the changelings and the yaks and the griffins and all that shit. Like, they have, like, they clearly identified that there was an issue here with wanting to, because they did have a vested interest in wanting to retain longtime fans. And so they did make all of these changes, maybe a little too late, honestly, in the show for, like, people to want to, like, for those people to not have left the show, but, like... Again, My Little Pony really fucking probably was not supposed to last this long. Like,
It was not.
Fucking was not supposed to last
this
this long.
show was not meant to last almost a decade.
No, there's no way it wasn't. I mean, the show was not meant to last this long. It was not meant to be this popular either. Like, it was not meant to be like topping the sales charts, headlining the fucking TV ratings and stuff. Like, that is what they wanted Transformers to do. Because Transformers, which at the time would have been
their cash cow,
which at the time would have been the Prime stuff. Like, Transformers Prime was the stuff that had like ongoing plot lines, character development, like shit like that. That like that's the kind of stuff that people wanted to see. Like, that's the kind of stuff that they were expecting their big one to be on. They did not expect My Little Pony to be like the big god, like the big dog, and they didn't really adjust the show sort of with that expectation, because ultimately it didn't like really need it.
They adjusted marketing around it. They didn't adjust the show.
And that's probably also kind of the problem, and probably sort of part of the reason why like that brony sort of backlash ended up happening, because like in the real world, like the show was being marketed to us as bronies,
yes.
Right? I mean, you know, all the merch, the toys, I mean, stuff at Hot Topic and stuff. This was clearly...
They moved beyond kids. They went up in age bracket.
Right. They were clearly... Hasbro, at this... I mean, there's no denying that they were aware of us now. You know, we had that sort of season 1, season 2, like early season 2, like, do they know? Do they care? Do they want to know? They clearly know that we exist, and they clearly are trying to get into our wallets to make us buy shirts and toys and statues and... all that kind of crap, right? Like, they're clearly doing that, but at the same time, the show itself is still a show for like 6-year-olds.
Mhm.
You know, like it got a little bit more like, I mean, it got like the stories got a little more involved over time and stuff, but like, you know, Equestria Girls was not greenlit with bronies in mind, right? Like, you know, it wasn't, right? Like, because we all hated it, actually.
Equestria Girls
Like,
was marketed more towards like teen girls.
yeah, like teen girls, like, so like like Hasbro was saying, adult fans, young adult fans, come. We are welcoming you with open arms. Come and buy our merchandise, and come and watch our show. And then we would sit down and watch the show, and then we'd be like, this isn't for us, you know? Like, it kind of created this dichotomy where like Hasbro was saying, we are making this for you, but then the product doesn't actually reflect that. And then I think that kind of like pissed a lot of people off when they were like, well, why are you fucking telling me to come watch this show if it's like me watching Fluttershy get over her fucking anxiety for the 80th goddamn time? Man, fuck you. I've already seen this shit, right? It's like, and then everybody went to Twitter and started sending death threats to the writers or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's just, there's a bunch of factors for this kind of stuff ultimately. But like, this show probably should have ended at like season 5.
I agree wholeheartedly. It should have ended season 4, season 5.
Yeah, like it should not have gone on like fucking 9 goddamn years. But we got what we got.
We did.
And then it fucked the franchise up forever.
Look forward to Gen 6 next year, buddy.
Yeah. No. Well, I think that's it for us.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Are you doing anything this week?
Oh yeah, it's Return to Yarnum on Tuesday.
Yep. Hey, if you have a PS5/PS4 and PlayStation Plus, Return to Yarnum starts on Tuesday.
Yeah, come join us. I'll be streaming like I'll be like streaming on Tuesday just for like a couple hours just to like
Hell
try to
yeah.
get people in the door.
I'll definitely be helping out. So cool.
Yeah, so we'll all be oh yeah, please shoot me one more VA fact real quick before we cut out of here. Yeah, and then we'll be back next week. Again, we'll be back next week with Equestria, Fallout Equestria. I fucking forgot to find out exactly where we're supposed to be stopping. We'll have to figure that out, and like the actual chapter, and then tell people like if they're gonna read along with us or whatever.
I think we should just read as much as you can, and we'll announce when what chapters we'll be covering.
Yeah, we're covering up to. I have to like figure out exactly where I want to stop.
Yeah.
We're either going to cover up to the end of the Battle of Shattered Hoof, or maybe up to when they meet. I think we'll probably just stop there. Actually, the Battle of Shattered Hoof is a pretty good stopping.
I already have plenty of notes taken, so we're pretty good on that.
Okay, where did you stop? I haven't taken any notes.
I'm just trying to read all the way through, but yeah.
Okay, I'll just keep reading through then. Yeah, I didn't take any notes, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it on this one because I might start taking notes in the future, but because I'm just listening to the audiobook, so I'm like doing other stuff while I'm listening to it. Yeah,
that's fair.
You'll pretty much, if you're like reading the book right now for the first time or whatever, you'll pretty much know what I'm talking about when I say like our first segment will be when the Battle of Shattered Hoof ends. Like there's a pretty clear like denotation in the book where it's like this is where this arc of the fucking book ends.
This is a definitive end of the first arc.
There's like 2 chapters after that where it's just like straight downtime before they get into some new shit. So like you'll pretty much know like where you're at on that. Shining Armor's Brazilian Portuguese actor dubbed Goku and also SpongeBob. That's fucked up.
That's funny.
Bob the Sponge.
Bob the Sponge. All right. Y'all have a good evening and a good week. We'll see you later.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.